Casino. I love Casino.
Yeah.
I need you to get into the mic today.
Yeah, I peeped that when I listened. I was like, I'm real low.
Mad low, yeah.
I'm about to be on my sexy ass shit today.
Nah, you ain't got to do all that.
Wow.
On his Keith Sweat shit.
I'm going to be on my Waco bell.
Waco Bell.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's that love Kool-Aid.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 119 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you should know me.
What's up, what?
You know him.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
The guy you don't know because he's never here is Johnny Quinn. But he will be soon. And we are
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you check it out, homie. And if you didn't notice, if you're not watching on video, we have my brother Danny here again.
Our brother Danny.
Our brother Danny. It's the pod's brother, not just mine.
Everybody's brother.
Yeah,
He belongs to
everybody's
the complex, the business park that we're in.
Yeah.
That's where he lives.
I moved in.
He just pops in every now and then for a show. Chilling.
Cool. Yeah. He just pops in whenever he's in town, and that's cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
But no, now Johnny will be joining us shortly, probably for the news segment.
Yeah.
But he'll be here soon enough.
News it up.
I just always got to give him shit whenever.
Oh, yeah, because he listens to this when he edits it. He knows. He knows.
Word. Oh, he knows.
He's going to
hears
put
it
this
every
right
time.
at the
He's like,
beginning of
"Fuck
the
y'all."
motherfucking episode. This motherfucker.
I love it.
Front
I love
and center.
It. I love it. How y'all feeling today?
Good.
Tuesday. It's
Everybody
nice
showing up great.
I was fighting traffic all day. It was a very bad traffic day, so I'm a little frustrated.
Okay.
Honestly.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's what the drinks are for.
And I'm
Enjoy
feeling
yourself.
better now. I'm cool with the traffic. We're all
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
We squashed the beef.
Good. You good though, right?
This
I'm
ain't,
all right.
Okay.
this ain't real
I'm all right.
traffic, though.
Nah, Rochester ain't. That 5 o'clock area can get.
Oh, no, I
stupid,
hit it
bro.
on the way here, but
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, you hit that Florida traffic.
oh, that shit's crazy.
That's not just traffic. That's traffic and stupidity.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
Even though stupidity is everywhere.
Yeah, that's
but
not
just
a
happens a little bit
geographical
more.
thing. Yeah.
They
little
just
more-
reported
it's
a
more
little
dense.
more from Florida.
More
Let's just say
dense.
that.
They do just report a little bit more in Florida. Oh, that's wild. All right, so let's start with some questions, Dave.
Question.
Questions.
Is that my
like
drop,
that.
dude? Bro,
I
we
like
need that drop. That needs to be the drop, son. I need you to cut that, drop that, and that's what's going down before questions. That was
I was going to
fire.
say something else, and then you just
I
popped out with that.
was
like,
not
oh.
prepared, bro. That was off the cuff gold right there. I just can't stress that enough. All right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
If you could bang a ghost, who would it be? A ghost.
A ghost.
A ghost.
Um,
So I'm assuming this would have to be like, if we're gonna pick
Someone
a chick
who's
ghost,
deceased.
someone who's
Yeah,
deceased,
someone who's
who
deceased.
was, fairly attractive
Yeah.
when they died, right?
yeah.
So, yeah.
who was-
I mean, I have two that are in my mind.
I got two.
You
right
go
now,
for it
right
because
now.
I can't think. I have one in my mind, but I can't think of it right now.
You go for it. I'll let Danny. I feel like Danny's got something. Let's let him go.
Yeah.
Selena.
Ooh, yeah.
You want to go for the
I like
Selena?
that.
Selena.
Damn.
And Marilyn Monroe. I want to see what the hype is about.
Yo, that was one of mine.
one of
that
them?
was one of
Alright.
mine for
I
sure.
kinda figured that was the
one. Yeah.
Because she was kind of thick too.
She was.
Yeah,
She was. She wasn't
dope.
built bad at all.
Damn, that was really sad.
That actually made me remember mine, because mine wasn't quite Marilyn Monroe, but in her heyday was dope as fuck.
Who you got?
Anna Nicole Smith.
That's another good one because she had a prime chunk of years where
Yeah.
she Playmate of the Year and shit, just
Yeah.
banging.
Oh, she was just fire.
She got out of control for a little bit, but
Yeah.
no, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You ready for
Not a
that?
bad one.
Princess Diana.
Princess died.
Princess Diana.
Please tell me why.
Princess, 'cause she was fine as hell. She's
Yeah?
just doing her thing,
was
and
that white girl
she
fine.
got cut down in the prime of her white girl fineness. Yeah,
I don't.
That's
I mean,
facts.
she wasn't ugly.
there was
But
a there was a
I wouldn't
point
put
in
her
time.
on.
It's his choice, bro.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
mean,
you.
yo.
I feel you. I'm just saying.
I mean, you guys took all the good ones. Marilyn Monroe
did,
was
yeah,
going to be my
yeah.
other one. So like I had a couple lined up, but
It's both bars.
Princess
We can share
died,
her.
bro. Her husband, what was that? Prince Charles, I
Yeah.
think she was
Oh, yeah,
married to.
yeah.
He there was some shit that came out. He cheated on her, right? And everyone knew, British tabloids, our tabloids. It was huge. The next public event she went to, she showed up in this banging ass black dress that I remember seeing as a kid and being like, oh damn, like that's what a grown ass woman wears, a little black dress. Princess die.
Okay.
All day.
All right, I'm gonna have to look up this photo.
We'll find it.
Yeah,
we will definitely find it.
I'm sure she was nothing to
No, I mean, she's a princess.
to smile or to laugh
Why,
at.
why
Right?
you hating, bro?
My man is.
Because I can't see it for myself. That's all.
No, I get
That's
it.
all right.
That's it. And that's cool. That's cool. I'm not. If
Who
I'm
was-
hating,
who
I'd be
was-
like, you stupid.
Who was yours again?
You
Anna Nicole.
stupid.
I mean, she had big ass fake titties, but she was fine. still.
No, she was dope.
fine
She was
still.
dope.
This is more
I'm
of
trying to
a
think of-
natural look.
Yeah,
A natural look.
Other than that, like, I'm just trying to think of beautiful
I know
women
it was
that
tough.
have passed.
It was
so, like
it was
Aaliyah.
yeah. Ooh, Aaliyah. That's
Aaliyah,
a yeah. Good one.
That was a good
Left
one.
eye.
Good
Yeah,
one.
left eye. Left eye was dope.
Wasn't bad.
I think Brittany Murphy had a little bit of time in there where she was,
Murphy, yeah.
she was very, very pretty.
Yeah,
Good
she
actress.
was.
Young
Damn.
girl.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was another one. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon, so we can't bang them.
So y'all got any like?
R.I.P. This is the most wild ass shit. People are gonna listen like these motherfuckers.
All I said was
right now.
gone too soon. It's like, cause so we can't bang them.
It was the. They knew what you meant. They knew.
Sure. What
Cut
were
her
you
down
saying?
to her prime.
Yeah.
No, that just made me think. Like, is there any like older celebrities that you're like, I bet she was bad.
I bet
when
there
she
was like
younger.
actresses. I mean, Helen Mirren was. I mean, she's
that
still
was my
alive,
choice.
though,
I
but
feel like
she's-
I still would like.
I told you, I've said that on this pod before that I would still smash
Yeah.
Helen
Yeah.
Mirren to
I-
this day.
that was the one I was gonna bring up. So
Even if you,
My man.
I mean,
Meryl Streep ain't bad either,
Yo,
though.
even especially young Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
When Meryl Streep was young, yeah.
who is the one with the purple eyes?
Purple eyes. Who the
don't
fuck?
know, bro.
Betty Davis?
No, not Betty Davis.
She had blue eyes, I think.
No. Fuck. Now I can't think of her name, but she's a famous older actress. I think she
Purple
passed
eyes,
away.
huh?
Yeah, she naturally had purple eyes. It was a birth defect.
That's
You know,
wild.
it was a genetic defect
And she was fine?
that gave her purple eyes. Yeah, back in her day,
Damn,
and I can't
okay.
think of her fucking name.
Yeah,
but if
I
I,
mean,
say it, you would know exactly.
I'm
who
sure
it is.
I would. I can't pull old actresses
Yeah,
out of
she
my
pulled.
ass. Like,
The only thing I could really think of, because that's how I think she was Cleopatra back in the day, and she was in as an older woman, she was in the Flintstones. She played the
that-
mom in law. You know who I'm talking about.
Elizabeth
Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. Liz
Okay.
Taylor,
Yeah,
yes.
Liz Taylor.
She had
You
purple
never-
eyes? I didn't know she had purple
Yeah,
eyes.
she had purple eyes.
She
and,
fine
and
as a motherfucker.
She was,
though.
yo, she was bad when she was young. And even Betty White. If you look at pictures
Young
when she
Betty
was
White
young,
was-
yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think with the hottest young,
We're going down some rabbit
the
holes.
hottest young golden girl? Like when they were younger, who do you think?
I don't know enough for them.
It would have to be.
I think it would be
still
bad. I
Betty
think
White.
Betty
Yeah,
White,
it still
bro,
have to be
but-
Betty White.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find out. I'm gonna do some research.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look
check
it up
that out.
tonight.
Just curiosity, but I mean Betty White was really, really pretty, so that wouldn't surprise me.
That's the next question. Do you use lotion or do you just go raw?
Who is the sexiest golden girl that you would smash right now? They're all dead,
man.
by the way. All right, are we ready for the next question?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. Would you rather shit yourself every time you come or get a boner every time you talk to a dude?
I think I'm just shit myself every time I come.
See, that is
know-
wildly inconvenient.
Yeah.
I can't get behind that, bro.
The fact that I
I'm
know
not gonna have a
Nah,
boner talking to other dudes.
You tuck that
but-
shit. You tuck it up so
That's
that
true.
nobody.
can tuck
You
'cause-
tuck it.
I mean, I've lived the life of tucking.
I would have
I would-
special underwear so that I was prepared for it because you got to talk to dudes every day.
Here's why I would also choose that. Is because
He
one,
already
no
gets
one
boners
knows.
talking to
One,
dudes.
no one knows. Two, I know that I don't like men.
Yeah.
So it's not a sexual thing.
That's true.
But
It's-
what if
it's
it
the
makes you?
same
What if
thing.
it makes
It's-
you feel sexual though? Like you have a boner and like when you get a bone out, you're like you're ready to smash, but like you feel sexual towards men when you get this.
See, now
Well, then you're just gay. Though.
Yeah, now you're just.
He's
you're-
like, okay.
Now-
I'm gonna shit myself.
Now your question is: would you rather shit yourself when you come, or would you rather be gay?
All right. So what's your answer?
That's not the question.
He's dodging the question now.
In that sense, I guess I'm gonna have to pick like shitting myself whenever I
Oh
go.
shit!
Fuck.
Okay,
But no,
Yeah, no,
because I know that there's no
there's no sexual feelings attached to this boner. You
then
get.
then it's just like no one. It's the same thing as like waking up in the morning and you have morning wood. And
But I'm ready to smash in the morning when I wake up with that bone.
Not when it's not
you
when
rub
it's
it into the
like
bed. You like
no,
push
not
it
when
when you're
it's
on your
not
stomach?
not when it's that one where you still have to piss and like all of there.
no,
And it's
if
just
it's
uncomfortable.
a piss boner, then it's
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
that's what I'm saying. Then it's uncomfortable, and that's what I'm imagining it like, just like an uncomfortable piss boner.
A piss boner. Like just you keep telling yourself like you're not gay, dude. It's a piss boner. Piss boner.
That would be much better than no matter who you are with.
No. You instantly because you could get but you'd have a bone right now, bro. You would be raging hard. Like damn.
right now talking.
You would
Wonder
be
if
the
these
only
dudes
one getting
trying to
turned on
smash
thinking
me.
about it. Because if I told you about it, then he's just like, Walk has a boner right now.
Like I'm not even gonna tuck this one. I'm just gonna see if he noticed real quick.
He's such an idiot.
Why you keep looking down when you're talking? I don't know why. What's up? This guy. This guy.
Oh, it's always Dave. Oh man.
That's fair. That's fair. So wait, did you? What was your final? Was it the
Oh, I'm just gonna fuck in the shower. And just,
shitting when you? So you're gonna shit in the shower?
That's
like,
fine.
all right, baby. So do you warn the chick? You're gonna warn her first,
No,
like, baby,
I'm
listen,
just
when I
surprised.
bust,
she gonna know.
I mean, she's gonna know for sure.
All right, so this is what I was getting at before we veered the conversation. Sure. So you're looking at it like obviously we all have our girls at home. So like if it just started happening,
Right.
That's true.
They
No,
kind
I
of
get
got to
it.
deal
It's
with it.
First day, you try to smash somebody, and then you
Right.
just shit.
You
yourself.
take a
you
chick
on a
home
first
from the
date,
bar.
exactly.
At least I fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you're not even gonna warn her. You're just gonna fuck that one time and then you're out.
that's it. That's all I'm in this game for.
You gotta figure out a way to mask it, like so that as soon as you're done, like you
keep your underwear on. You just flap your dick out of the boxers. When you shit, the boxer briefs catch all
man.
that,
Like that Chappelle skit.
and then you just bounce.
Just
you just
make
put
sure
it through
you're-
the dick hole.
just make sure your diet's right so that your logs are firm.
Yeah, you want it to be a firm log. You don't want it fucking like a
lot of
burst, like a poof.
Sticky
Yeah, you
mess
know.
and a shitty mess.
Yeah. It's
You
like
see,
you're,
she's like-
you're leaking.
Why you always be fucking with your underwear on?
You don't want me to? All right.
Because my balls is weird, man. What you worried about?
Do you have a dog? No, why? It smells like shit.
Smells like shit. You just dump it on the floor, and she's like, "I don't have a dog. What the fuck is your problem?" You thought you were gonna mask that shit?
Oh shit.
Really off topic, but have you ever seen the video of it's a video of a recorded voicemail that someone was like playing, and it was a girl calling her friend to come pick her up from a date, and I don't remember the exact context, but she shit herself, threw the shit in his litter box, and he was like, "Did you shit in the litter box?" Like, my cat died like 2 weeks ago. So like, he didn't even have a cat. And she oh my God. And this girl, like, I'm pretty sure it's real because the terror and the sadness in her voice as she's crying and like, telling this story is legendary. Like, that lives rent free in my head.
My cat
and it
died
will forever.
2 weeks ago.
My cat died 2 weeks ago. And she's like, please come pick me up. His cat's dead. It was fucking insane, bro. Insane.
Oh man, can you imagine that?
No.
You're on a date and all of it, and just randomly is just a log in the litter box. And you know, it's like if it's a cat log's got to be pretty small. I don't have a cat, but it's got to be pretty small.
I imagine they're not that big. No, I don't have a cat either, but
I'm still sure that it's not a human size log.
Right.
and especially when your cat
we're
died
not gonna-
already, the cat's not even there.
And we're not even gonna assume that that she had a nice little dainty shit. Like,
Right.
Let's keep it real
I'm
here.
assuming it's a mess.
Yeah, women,
And there shouldn't
women
be
are probably
anything
worse than
there.
us.
Anyway, there is no cat. That's the worst part. Oh, all right.
Yeah, next one.
Next question. Last question, guys. Last
His
question.
face said it all.
No, it's just,
He's just
this
like
past weekend. I was with all the nephews and nieces and stuff like that. It was a nasty ass fart. I actually thought it was my dad. I was just like, "Yo, Bob, what the fuck, man?"
Yeah.
It was my niece. I just looked at her like that. You did that?
yeah.
Wow.
I have 2 girls, so how that
man.
goes.
Oh shit, that's gonna be brutal.
I have 2 girls and they fart nonstop. So,
Or you just blaming him?
nah, I wish.
He's like, nah. That's what I do when I fart. I blame it on Cliff.
I mean, yeah,
I just
yeah.
like, Cliff,
Yeah.
what's your problem?
I do my grandfather's old trick whenever the kids are around. If as soon as I fart, I
Did you
go
hear
to
a goose?
No, I go.
That's what my grandpa used to say.
Nah, my grandfather used to always fart, and they'd be like,
Oh,
"Fuck is wrong with this wall?
Like it scared him. It's
Yeah,
moving
like-
and making noises and shit.
Fuck is wrong with this wall?
I
This
remember
wall's
one time,
loose."
One time I was tattooing a guy. He farted. He caught the fart and threw it.
I'd be like, good looks, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciated
know.
it. I was,
No one's ever done that for
Word,
me
son.
before,
just wash your
sir.
hands before you pay me, bro.
There's
the
shit
fuck?
particles
How does that
all
work?
over his hand.
How
Well-
the fuck does that work?
The poop particles come out of the...
No, I'm talking.
Oh.
How do you just assume that you actually caught it?
No, that's the wildest shit I've ever heard. What the fuck is this dude? Drunk as a bitch? Who does that? That's the
He was
weirdest
sober
shit.
as hell, too.
If anything, you brought more attention to the fact that you just farted.
Right. Like,
Right.
sir, what did you just grab and
He
pretend
was
like you
nonchalant.
threw
Like,
it?
he didn't give a fuck either. If I called him out, he'd look at me like, what?
What?
Yeah, I had to go. I had to pit. I had to fart.
You gonna hold a fart in?
He tried, and that's more than most people would do. So I'm fuck with that.
Yeah, push it
All right.
that way.
Who is the hottest celebrity you'd have a chance with if they got to know you?
What was that again?
The hottest celebrity you would have a chance with if they got to know you.
I need
Oh, so that game that's wild. It's like, oh yeah, Dua Lipa. That's all right. She knows Danny.
She know it.
She know what to do.
She know
They
what
all
to
know I shit when I.
When I shit, like I'm sorry, Dua Lipa. When I bust here, it's not gonna be pretty.
That's a good point. You just got to find somebody with that fetish. Like I love.
I'm sure
when,
there's
I love when people.
there's a subreddit out there somewhere specifically for that.
Oh, when you fart after coming.
When you shit when you're coming. Message me.
Hottest celebrity. Yeah, I mean,
It can't be a top shelf. We're not going for ScarJo here, Margot Robbie. Like,
but why not?
Right. Aim high.
I mean, I guess if you think you can pull it and swing it, she's like, "Yo, Walk is pretty chill. I think I want to
think-
smash him right quick."
I think really the what's his name? Pete Davidson proved it that it doesn't matter who the goal is, as long as you one have confidence and two know who you're coming after, like like know the person, because he had if you really noticed, he had game. And the reason why I say he had game is he knew exactly what she did not want. She just came from a relationship with Kanye West, who probably ran
Controlling as a motherfucker, running
everything.
every aspect of that
And
relationship.
I believe their first date, because I heard it before, but I believe their first date was like at a ice cream. Like he just took her for ice cream, and she said in a recent interview that made her horny. Like just taking her on a regular date, because she's that big of a celebrity that all he really had to do was give her an experience,
make her feel normal.
make her feel normal, which she probably really just wants, and then that's what he gave her. He made her feel normal. Yo, let's go chill over here. And where was he from? Long Island.
Yeah,
Brought her to Staten Island. There we go.
Yeah,
Brought her to Staten Island. They had ice cream, regular shit,
it's a Coney,
and that bagged her.
rides and
So
shit.
really, as long as you know,
just bring them here.
You gotta play to your audience. You gotta know
play.
what's
Yeah,
up.
you gotta know what's up. You gotta do your
I think-
homework and know who you're coming at, and come with that confidence.
If I took Jennifer Lawrence to Chuck E. Cheese, I think we'd be fucking that night.
Depends how many times she's been to Chuck E. Cheese and how long she's been famous.
Oh, she's been famous for a minute. She has not been to Chuck E. Cheese in a very long time, but she seems like that would be her shit. She would go for it.
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Buy her some pizza.
We'd fool around in the balls a little bit.
Yeah,
It would
that's
be,
what I was gonna say. You dive in her ball pit.
She'd dive in mine. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
a good time. But no, she seems chill.
Seems chill.
I feel like, yeah. If she was fucking with PETA, whoever that dude was, fuck that dude.
Was she fucking with him in real life?
Nah. It's just Hunger Games.
She's dope though. She's dope. Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah. Crazy, but dope in that.
Yeah, I mean, they were
She
both
was dope
crazy.
in that movie where she was lost in space with Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that too. I mean, she's just dope.
She's dope in everything. Winter's Bone. Did you ever watch Winter's Bone?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
She wasn't that dope in Winter, but still, like, if like that's the Jennifer Lawrence, I could probably get with the Winter's Bone Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh man! All right.
Sure.
Let's see. Who is a celebrity that I feel like I can get with? I'm very much on Danny's side of things.
Damn.
Like really, like
I guess I'm not that confident.
You just got to come with confidence. I'm not. I mean,
Taco Bell.
I never. I wasn't.
Taco Bell.
I wasn't that
Mexican
confident.
pizza, girl.
I wasn't that confident. Now, so I'm a little less confident than I became.
Taking everything down. Fuck that, bro.
But yeah, I honestly at this point in my life, I feel like, but come at it, in the right point
What's
of
the
view.
worst that could happen?
I could tackle some high end.
I just set my bar higher than J Law.
You gotta think better
Chuck
of
E.
yourself.
Cheese.
Pretty low ball there, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. Shit.
Nah, but
Princess Di and
I
J-Lo?
definitely I'd go after Vanessa Hudgens though.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
And most recently, I saw who was it that he shared in the group chat?
What was it? Hillary Duff?
Hillary Duff.
Yo.
Did you see her pictures recently?
She healthy in a motherfucker.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Bad healthy? Nah, she good.
Well, you know how people say when they say she healthier than a motherfucker. That don't mean she healthy. That means she healthy. Yeah. Her voice got thick.
Thicker than snow.
Yeah. There's a difference between
Hillary Duff, though, that's
yeah.
another good one.
That's another.
I don't have an answer. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's all right. Let's not incriminate ourselves here.
That's fair. Smart. I got you. Write it on a piece of paper and slide it over to me while we're recording. Oh, look at that timing. Look at that timing.
All right. So Johnny's back.
You know what it's time for.
Hey guys,
Is that the
What's
Wayne's
up?
World? Is that the
Wayne's
Yes, it
World. Yeah,
was.
Nice. I love it.
how you guys doing? Good show so far.
Oh, yeah.
believe
Amazing.
it.
You've missed some great questions. You dodged some.
There's some why. Yeah,
dodged some bullets.
that's a weird
Can't
question.
wait to
Ron.
hear while I edit. Glad to see my brother Danny's back on the show.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
Hell yeah.
Always a good time.
He's all right.
I kind of agree.
All right, let's talk some news. There's lots of news, lots of things that happened since the last time we were all together. But we're gonna start off with something light. I thought this was pretty cool. I feel like we talked about this previously on an episode. In a way, like we talked about kind of like how there are things that are available overseas that we don't always get here in the States. But most recently, Coca-Cola, who's really entering into this hard liquor, or not really hard liquor, but let's call it hard drinks market. They're jumping on the bandwagon even further and solidifying this. They are teaming up with Jack Daniels, or the company that makes Jack Daniels, and infusing in one can the epitome, the iconic Jack and Coke. It's with, I think it's with Coke Zero, or is it available in both? I don't know. I seen photos with Jack with the Coca-Cola
Zero,
logo,
yeah.
and another one that had like the Coca-Cola logo with zero underneath. So
Smart.
yeah, that's they actually, Jack and Coke usually gets pushed on folks that are like working out, and you're not supposed to like drink while you work out, and you're trying to lose weight.
Really?
Jack and Coke, though?
That's a health, like
Jack
a health
and Diet
drink?
Coke.
Jack and Diet Coke.
Jack and
yeah.
Diet Coke
okay.
is a very low calorie drink. Jack is actually very low calorie for being a Tennessee
dark
mash
liquor?
whiskey or whatever, a fake
Yeah.
bourbon. Yeah, it's actually really low calorie for being a whiskey. I think it's under 100, which is like vodka and others like that are usually under 100. So, anyways. That could work out for them. But yeah, we've talked about this before. There's kind of like pre-mixed in a can drinks I was a little disappointed when I saw the photo of the can and saw that it was only 5% alcohol.
Well, I mean, it has to be. It can't be like a full-on mixed drink like we would make at home. And I don't even think it would taste like a Jack and Coke.
See, that's what I wanted, though. Like, I literally wanted to be able to, if I poured this in a glass, I wanted to not even know the difference. Like, what's the point of making a Jack and Coke drink if it doesn't taste like a Jack and Coke?
Right.
And
But
I
how many
understand
times
that-
have we been...
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, none of those, even like the high noons that say they're vodka, and so it doesn't, it tastes like a fucking seltzer. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I want a can that literally, like, there's a guy pouring Coke and there's a guy pouring Jack in there, and then like they seal that bitch off, and then I drink that shit. Like,
Yeah.
otherwise, because people will taste it and they'll be like, oh, that doesn't taste like a Jack and Coke. I'm just gonna buy Jack and some Coke and make a fucking delicious Jack and Coke like I love. Like, if they did it right, I feel like, you know, I don't know, like the legalities of it, like how that works. You know, can you put regular whiskey in a can? Like, I mean, if you sell it in a liquor store, sure. But like, that's, I'm pretty positive that it will not taste like a Jack and Coke, because like Jack made something similar. It was just like Jack and Cola, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't Coke. You didn't have Coke on the label.
Yep.
I'm willing to bet if you had those side by side, you would not be able to taste the difference. Oh, this one's the Coke one. They're gonna taste like bullshit, and that makes me sad to hear, because I literally was hoping it would just taste, because maybe, you know, Tanqueray and tonic, you know, they make some wild shit. Like, it could open the doors
I would
for
assume that
other
tastes like a
wild
seltzer.
shit. Yes, they all, everything fucking tastes like a, unless you make your own motherfucking mixed drink, it's gonna taste like a fucking seltzer, and that's
Which is
the
why,
bottom line.
That's another thing. I just don't understand the reasoning behind making these other than a cash grab.
Oh, yeah,
Because
for sure.
of that. Because
For
it
sure.
doesn't taste like that.
It's marketing.
And I'm not the biggest fan of Jack and Coke.
No.
I will drink it.
Sure.
Because it will fuck you up. And
Sure
it's
will.
like I've had it, but it's something about the taste of Jack and the taste of Coca-Cola together.
I don't
that
find Jack
it just brings
even,
me like
that enjoyable.
Yeah, no,
I'm not a
and
Jack
that's
Daniels
why.
drinker.
Oh, I fuck with
by
that.
any means.
If someone says, "Hey, here's
Yeah.
a Jack and Coke," then I'll be like, in my head, I'll be like, "Oh, all right, cool," but I'm gonna drink it, right? Because why not? But really, and my boys make fun of me for it. Like, if it fucks me up, I don't give a fuck about the taste. The only thing that I can think of is like if I'm in that mood to get fucked up. If you hand me something that I don't like, pretty much my thought is, do I sip this or do I chug it and only taste it one time?
Chug it.
And normally that's what I do.
Why not? You're a grown ass man. Just get it over.
That's normally
with.
what I do.
It's not fun getting drunk. It just, you do it.
Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It doesn't always taste good getting drunk. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Well, you know,
getting
I mean,
drunk is very fun.
I'm more of a Jack and Ginger guy than a Jack and Coke guy. So if you know they want
Like
to
the
team up
ginger
with
could
Seagram.
work
Sounds
with
like
that.
it could, yeah.
The ginger could work with that whiskey a little bit better than
think so
Coke,
too,
I
yeah.
think.
But to,
It's
but
something
to your-
about Coca-Cola.
yeah,
Mixing of Coke
That's
with,
true.
with certain liquors. I'm
For
not,
sure. I think to your point, this is definitely a cash grab thing, right? Because you can sell 5% alcohol at your gas station, right? Like it's available anywhere that you can get the White Claws and all the other seltzers. And you know, last year and 2020 was, you know, the summer of seltzers. I think seltzers are on a decline now, right? People are kind of moving away from
People found them out.
those.
They know that they're meh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know they're Coca-Cola is just expanding their reach, right? They're hitting peak Coke, I guess.
How many?
You know, yeah. Go ahead.
Did you say how many calories it had? Did they mention?
I don't know that it says
Because one of the biggest
side of the label.
One of the biggest reasons why people go for seltzers is that they are lower in calorie than beers.
Carbs.
don't
They're
feel as
zero
bloated
carbs.
Huh?
You just don't
Zero
feel as bloated
carbs,
if you
yeah.
drink a
Right,
lot.
and you don't
There's
feel
no
as bloated.
sugar or anything. Like it's all.
Right.
I don't even know what they use, but yeah, that's good too. Like I like that, and that's
So
usually
if-
why I will drink them.
Yeah. So if that is if that is low in calorie,
Yeah.
It could be a good option.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm
I'd have to
pretty
taste
sure
it.
I seen one with the Coke Zero branding on it, so that's got to be like their low cal option or some shit like that. Plus, like I said, Coca-Cola's got the my favorite seltzer of all time. They bought Topo Chico, and then they added a hard seltzer version of Topo Chico, which is actually, I think, pretty good for hard seltzers. And they also partnered. They did a Fresca one as well.
Ooh.
Which I fuck with Fresca. So I haven't
I
seen
fuck
that one in the
with Fresca.
stores, but there's a partnership with Constellation Brands, local company from Canandaigua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They partnered with Coca-Cola on a hard Fresca mixed cocktail thing.
You know what I've
should
been
be coming
seeing
out
making
soon.
the rounds on socials with people trying them? Simply. Like the Simply
The
lemonade.
juices,
Simply
yeah.
lemonade.
They have a Simply spiked Simply spiked
Really?
lemonade. Yeah,
Bro,
and
I've
it
been
comes in 4 flavors.
Spiking my own Simply for a minute.
For a long time.
I know, right?
Exactly. But they
That's
have a
dope
Simply
though,
shit
that
spiked.
from
they,
Yeah.
that they're like, yo, this is, why aren't we doing this?
Yeah,
Like, we need
Simply.
more money.
Simply is just a fucking
It's quality. It feels like
Yeah.
quality juices.
right,
Like,
right,
really-
right.
really
But
tasty.
I'm assuming it's going to be very seltzer,
Yeah.
fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade tasting.
Ooh, remember Zimas? Did you guys drink Zimas?
No, I was too young. For that, but
I didn't drink Zima. I remember the commercials. They were
The
fucking
commercials
great.
for sure, yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
That was
too.
right before my time. I think that was like late 90s. I was still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
same.
about right.
Or maybe mid 90s because I started drinking at 18. Anyways, so moving on, keeping it light
Coke.
here. I know Wok loves the sports stories. So we talk a little quick sports. And maybe
Time for Walk to stay quiet.
this is probably actually only for me. Of all folks.
It's a soccer story.
It's a
isn't
soccer
it?
story, but it's also an Apple TV Plus story, so that's why it's
Okay.
cool. Apple TV Plus
Okay.
announced today that they signed a 10-year deal with the American Major League Soccer for distribution through a new streaming service that is only going to be available through the Apple TV Plus app. So it's kind of like, those channels
Wait.
that you can sign up in the Apple TV Plus app. It's kind of one of those
So-
things. It's not part of Apple TV Plus. But you
It's
have
not
to
part
be
of Apple
subscribed to Apple TV Plus.
So
and
you need to
then
buy
add
two. It's
on.
2 subscriptions deep. It's if this were
I believe
Inception,
so.
it's the second subscription layer. Is what
Exactly.
you're telling me right now.
Yeah.
That's wild. I mean, it's hard enough to get Americans to give a shit about soccer, but to bury it under 2 subscriptions. Do you think this is a good idea?
I think this is a great idea.
I mean, you love it, yes, because you're
Well-
but for introducing people to soccer, like, hey, if you want to watch soccer, buy 2 subscriptions to this service, and then you can watch 60
I don't think
games,
they're
like
gonna.
10
I don't
games.
think
How
they'll
many games?
advertise it to randos, or maybe they will. Right? They might advertise it to already, like in the middle of a soccer. They're probably advertising because it doesn't start till next year. So for the rest of this year, they're going to be promoting this new subscription service, and they're not going to say, sign up for Apple TV Plus, and then for $5 more, you can get this or whatever the pricing
Well,
is. They're just going to say for $9.99 or $14.99 or whatever it is, and that'll include. Then you get Apple TV Plus for free, and you get access to all this library of awesome original content.
You don't need
Yeah,
to sell
so-
me on it. I'm not going to watch it, Johnny.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
telling you how the promotions will probably go.
I get what he's saying.
I get it.
and I get what you're saying.
For sure.
It really is. If it includes that, this is the one price for the subscription. But you can't do just one without the other because that doesn't even make sense. How are you going to access just the one channel
Right.
in Apple TV
Yeah, no,
Plus? You know what? You can't.
Yeah.
So it has to all come together in a package. Not only that, but Apple is trying to get more people to watch their content.
Yep.
Which and a lot of people are so hesitant, but I don't know why, because Apple TV Plus has been killing it. And I'm not gonna lie, if it was shitty content, I would say it's absolutely shitty
Right,
content
right.
and they should stop. But it's not. And they keep coming up with bangers and bangers and bangers.
Word.
And we're going to talk about another one that's coming up in HOLLYWOO. But
I just finished
but they
Shining
just
Girls
keep
last
doing
night,
it.
and it's fire.
Yeah, and that one's fire. But they just have so many great shows that are just original content. but a lot of people just hate. But I was gonna say, like, even if because I don't know the pricing. You said they didn't release the pricing yet.
Yeah.
They haven't released it yet. So, like, do you know what the previous to this deal, what the subscription price would have been to be able to watch?
There wasn't
soccer
one.
games?
They didn't have an MLS streaming service. I
Are
think
these
many
like
actually
the-
years ago they did, and nobody signed up for it because MLS is just not that popular. And so that kind of went down. The MLS app on Apple TV Plus, I don't even think works anymore. And most of the MLS that you watch on TV is either through ESPN or through a local broadcaster. Like, so for me, when I watch NYCFC
But you can't
games,
get all of them.
I watch them on Yes, and that's it. And that's the only game that I could watch. If I wanted to watch, like, the Seattle Sounders play somebody, I don't even know how I would watch it. If it wasn't on ESPN or ESPN Plus, like a Sunday game or something, I don't even know that I could watch it.
So this is every game.
This is
of that season.
exclusive
So
for every single
team,
MLS match. Yeah.
So you can watch hundreds of hours of MLS.
If you're
soccer.
that into MLS soccer, you can watch every single team, watch
Okay.
all the plays. They're going to have their own broadcasters. It'll be in English and in Spanish because, Spanish is huge in the soccer market. Apparently there will be some folks in some markets that will also still have their broadcast teams, but I've already seen announced by NYCFC that Yes is losing access. So Yes will not, the Yes Network, the Yankees Entertainment Sports Network.
Sport, yep.
They are not going to be broadcasting the NYCFC matches any longer, which kind of sucks because I really like Ian Joy. He's a great broadcaster. And so far,
Yeah.
the MLB Friday night baseball people have kind of sucked. So I'm hoping that they don't suck like those folks.
100%. No, all of the MLB games. But like that's what I was gonna say. Like, so I thought when you originally said this, like this was just gonna be like they're doing with baseball, where they're like, we're gonna take a chunk of games.
There
and we're
will
gonna
be
stream
some of
them
that.
on here.
So
like
there will be some free games that everyone can watch.
Yes, and that's what I like because the MLB ones, even if you don't subscribe to Apple TV, you can download the app and watch those games without a subscription.
Yeah.
There is no need for a subscription.
Yep.
And that's what I thought. Like it was just a portion of these games that you would have to pay to watch, but that's like the equivalent of like an MLB ticket or an NFL ticket.
Exactly.
Like you
That's
have
what
the
I was
whole.
thinking
So
about,
that
yes.
I can understand paying on top of the Apple
Yeah.
subscription, just like when it was through PlayStation with the NFL ticket, you're paying for your PlayStation
Right.
ticket, and then you're paying for your
Now,
NFL
here's the lit
ticket. Like,
shit.
and I get it.
Here's the best part about it, at least again for me. Season
For Johnny.
ticket holders for any team get this for free, included in their season
that's
ticket
dope.
package.
And you're a season ticket holder.
I'm a season ticket holder for NYCFC. I mean, it's dumb cheap. I pay
I feel like you. I was gonna say
I
you
think-
don't go to that many games. Do you just get rid of the tickets?
No,
Or-
I go to
Do you?
well, this year I haven't gone to many just because, the wife and the pregnancy and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff is, and the times that there have been home matches, I may not be
didn't
in
line up.
town or something like shit didn't line up. But I usually go to at least like a good 10, 12 matches a year.
What's a soccer season like? I don't even know.
It goes from I think March, late March through November. November
how many
if you make
games
the
is that?
playoffs. I don't. I should know, but I think it's like 25 or 30 games or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was gonna say that was one of the things I was gonna say, man. I would love to go to a game. I
I'll
love
go.
to go to a game. I like
Next
watching
time,
it live.
Next time
Like,
you're here, we'll set it up.
yeah.
Comic-Con in November.
We
be
play
like,
at Yankee
October.
Stadium. It's lit.
It's in
as fuck
October,
as
yeah.
When they're at, that's the other reason I haven't gone to some games is because we don't have our own stadium. So they actually split time between Yankee Stadium and Citi Field. And then
Oh,
even
really? They play home
sometimes
games
they play
at Citi
fucking
Field?
Red Bull Arena, which I never will fucking go there because fuck the Red
Damn.
Bulls. And Citi Field is just too far. Like, one, fuck the Mets, but also like Citi Field is just too
Word.
far. So I don't go to those matches. But yeah, I think it's pretty lit that I could watch that I get this included in my package. Like I said, it's only like the season ticket package is pretty cheap. I think it comes down to, for where I sit, I think I paid like $19 a game or some shit like that. Like for season tickets, that's ridiculously cheap.
Yeah. Any other professional sport, you're not getting season tickets
hell
to
no.
that price.
No, that's why it's fun. You know, that's
like
I
Red
signed
Wings
up for it when I
prices.
moved. My cousin was already a season ticket holder, and he convinced me to just sign up, and me and Joyce have enjoyed every game. So, anyways, that's why I brought this up.
Yeah,
I
we're
thought it was pretty
boring.
cool.
We're boring Danny right now.
That's the Whopper. The Whopper's hitting them.
That's that Whopper.
Yeah, I believe it. In the
Wait, hold on. Before
Yeah.
you switch over, didn't a while back we were talking about how it was rumored that
Yes.
the same deal was possibly going to happen with the NFL?
and I think that this is just a showing.
Precursor.
A
It's a
precursor
precursor.
of how serious they are about sports. They did announce at their keynote thing last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, they're like
WWDC?
expanding at WWDC. They announced that they're expanding their sports coverage. Like, so there's like in the news, if you're a News Plus subscriber, there's gonna be more like stories and articles. I think they're going after like, you know, The Athletic, basically. If you're familiar with that in the sports world, just kind of like better writing about sports and stuff like that. And they're going to have more live sports scores. They're, you know, updating the lock screen so you get live sports scores on the screen and stuff like that. So I think they're trying to show that they're really serious about live sports. Live sports is one of the last few reasons that people are still subscribing to cable. And so it's another reason to kind of pull people in. If they get MLS, they got MLB action now, they get the NFL Sunday ticket. I mean, that's just it'll be huge for the streaming wars in general. So I think that'll be a big deal.
That's their back catalog. You know, I always preach about a back catalog. That's their back
yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
And that could be the future of back catalogs. Live content like that. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, it's
I love how you
think-
started off hating and now you're like,
Well, no, I didn't fully grasp what he was saying. I reacted with anger to the story because I thought like they were screwing people. But no, that doesn't seem like they're screwing anybody.
and it's not cheap
fuck
either.
Apple, but you know what?
No, I
They're
never said
really
I
smart, and
never
I think
said
that's a
fuck
good
I
idea.
never said fuck Apple.
I think it's like $250 million a year they're spending on this.
Okay.
So
Just
got
get
the
some
money.
better.
You know
once they
that-
get better MLB announcers,
the
I'm
money.
in. That's all I need.
Facts.
That will show me they're serious. Get a
They
couple
really need to step
ex-MLB
that up.
players or something.
They,
like I need,
one of the announcers is an ex-MLB
barely.
player. He's just not good.
barely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely. Anyways,
He played for the Red Sox.
Probably.
Not
Probably.
for the Red Sox.
No, he played for the Red Sox.
For the Red Wings.
Double A,
exactly.
some double A player. That's what they fucking sound like. They've
played for the
literally
Durham Bulls.
They learned about baseball yesterday, and then Apple's like, "Hey, broadcast this fucking game. Like, I could do better."
Well, then, if that's the case, Apple, please hire me.
You'll probably have a salary of $150K by tomorrow. The way they're fucking hiring these broadcasters.
Number 5 caught the ball, sent it home. Ooh.
That's better than
He's
they
out.
do. That's better. I would rather listen to you say that than what I have to listen to on these broadcasts, dude.
it
bad.
really is bad.
Oh, man. All right.
What do we got?
All right, this is a New York City story, but it's also not just New York City. It just happened to happen
What happened, what?
in New York. 80 teachers in New York City were caught in a scheme of apparently this is still a thing, fake vaccination cards.
Oh, my God. Still to this day? Fuck.
Still
Get your
happening.
fucking shot.
$1.5 million. And I think they caught him with how many hundreds of thousands, $900,000 in cash in the house.
So that wasn't even just to like pass the vaccinations. Like they needed to make bread off of it. That was a hustle, bro. That wasn't like we
facts.
don't need people telling us what to put in our body. Like we're trying to
Oh, yeah,
rob these
nah,
people. You know, that's wild.
What, like, I've never been asked for my vaccination card. One time at work, if I chose to work in the office other than like working from home, but that was it.
So in New York, it's a.
I was saying,
it's a
we were in the
law
city.
For,
They need to go
it's a
into that
mandate
bar.
It's still
for,
rough.
I think for city employees. I think that's the only way they were able to pass it. For a while, it was for like everyone, and then they pulled that back. But for any city employees, you have to
so
be
they're still
vaccinated.
taking.
And so teachers are, or anyone that works for the school district, which is the largest school district in the country, fell under that. $220 for each fake dose.
We could use the
220.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
Florida.
$440 per card, not including a booster.
I'm getting the J&J. I'm getting the J&J. I'm not even.
Right?
I'm not.
Yeah, nah, just give me that J&J with that one
Give
time.
me that J&J. If it's
Give
just
me
a
that
fake
fake
ass
J&J.
card, it gets yeah.
That's
That's what I got. I didn't even get the J&J. It was just
More
a
than
fake
$400
ass.
for this
$660 if you got the booster. The
Give me
fake
COVID.
booster.
Yeah.
They was chilling, and apparently,
was
so it was
chilling.
a nurse practitioner is the one who was doing this, and she was married to a cop.
Generally, I
That's
see
where
that
they got.
shit
That's
a
where
lot.
they got the balls from, because she's like, "Oh, I'm married to a cop. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen."
Dumbasses kept logs.
Composition notebooks.
Like they've never
Handwritten
watched a
names.
single mobster movie in all their
Right.
life.
Like that man has never actually worked a case in his life. Her fucking husband or whatever.
you don't know how
whoever.
police
He's
work.
a moron.
goes.
The money
Yeah,
the
He
money
knows.
was found in
Never been to
NYPD bags.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Morons apparently are hired by the NYPD, if you hadn't already noticed.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah. Morons and bigots.
Yes. Good call. All right. We actually we kind of talked about this in our group chat, but this shit was funny. This shit was
I
wild.
know what you're gonna say.
So apparently, and the more I read into this story, the more
Plausible.
I started
The more
to
plausible it
actually be on the side of, you know what, good for them. Fuck it, get that money. So this lady apparently had sex in the back of a car, like many people do, but unfortunately, she had sex with a guy who knew he had HPV. And because he knew he had HPV and gave it to her, instead of going after him, she decided to file a claim against Geico for liability because the car was insured and there's liability insurance on the car. And this is where I started to start being like, all right, get yours. Because at first I was just like, this is totally the definition of what's the worst they're gonna say. You go for it. If they say no, then you don't get it, and you lose money on the lawyer that you may be paid for. Or if you got one of those, we don't pay unless you win, guys, then you don't pay shit, right?
Right.
The reason why I started falling in line is because if y'all are familiar, a lot of companies lately, and especially insurance companies, when you signed your agreements with them, 90% of the time you are agreeing that if there is any legal problem, you don't take care of it in court, but rather you take care of it in arbitration. And arbitration rarely goes your way. If you're not familiar, arbitration is basically y'all on a boardroom desk with a judge at the end. Not always a judge. Sometimes it's a legal representative. That's the magistrate for the proceedings. You argue your cases and they make a decision. And usually it doesn't go your way and you're fucked. That's why they go with arbitration. That's why they put this shit in their terms of use clauses. So usually it doesn't go your way. This time they went to arbitration and they were like, yeah, nah, Geico, you owe them the money. And Geico was like, no, wait a minute. Can we appeal this the way that a typical person would usually do when they lose? And they were like, nah, you can't appeal this shit. You lost.
Damn, you can't even appeal it. That's it. That's final.
Final.
I thought maybe there would be an appeal process and Geico would get out of it, but yeah, no, that's
So
They're
apparently
on the
they
hook for-
offered a settlement, and Geico said
Yeah.
no. Let's take it to arbitration, and because of that, whoever was the arbiter decided, nah, you're gonna pay the award. It's gonna be the full amount that they're suing for, $5.2 million for getting
damn.
HPV in the back of a car.
I thought it was going to be like chlamydia or something. I didn't think it would be like HPV because, I mean, that's going to last. Like, that doesn't go away, right?
I think
There's
HPV is lifetime, but I don't know what it actually does.
It causes like cervical cancer and shit in women. Like, it doesn't
Oh,
do
yes,
much to
that is
men.
true, that
it
is
doesn't.
true.
It really doesn't affect men much, and men don't even get tested for it usually. So the fact that this dude knew he had HPV, like whatever, on his shit, and he's paying this chick, that's fucking Geico, bro. That's that little gecko bitch ass. Yeah, they got it, bro.
I mean,
What's
it's
$5 million
loopholes.
to Gecko? Like the amount of money that they probably make, that's nothing. I don't feel bad for them. You're right. Get that bread.
That's the loophole. And not only
Get
that,
that
but I'm definitely on the side of get that bread because insurance companies,
Word.
that's their entire business.
That's it.
Facts.
Is
bread.
you paying for something that you cannot cash
May
out.
or may not even need.
Right.
But
Or-
you gotta have it.
Right.
Sucks.
Right. In the event.
Right. Fuck
So
them.
and
Nobody's
if,
shedding a
if
tear
I had
for
life
Geico.
insurance, if I had life insurance for, my entire life, and I live to be 100, that is a shit ton of money, and they're not paying me. They're not paying my family out for the amount of money
amount
that
you
they
put
take
in.
for me.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
What about all
For
the
my
the
entire
car
life.
insurance that we pay for? If you don't get into an accident or anything,
Yeah.
where the fuck's all
Word.
that money go? Like,
Nowhere.
fuck them.
It just goes straight to them. That's the hustle.
That is the hustle.
Trying to
Yeah, I know.
Clap some cheeks in a
Insurance
Geico
agents
car.
who say that, like, no, I work for insurance companies. I refuse to give my money to insurance companies. Fuck them.
Word. The name of
Word.
the game is to try to get out of ever paying anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And if they think they might have to pay you, they drop you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you've been
and
in
if
too
they
many
do
accidents.
end up paying
We're
you,
gonna get
sometimes
rid of
they
you.
drop you. Yeah, insurance
Which is good.
companies, fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah. I don't feel bad for them.
That's why I always feel like insurance, like agents and shit like that, like they're kind of
They're shiesty.
Like, yeah,
They're,
yeah.
I don't fuck with them.
smooth talkers.
But I mean, you
Smooth
need at the
talk.
same time you need it. Like you can't.
Yeah,
not.
I know, right.
Like you,
Especially
you find the
just
least
in
shady
case.
one, the cheapest cost.
Especially
yeah, exactly.
like in New York State. I think in California, California you don't need an inspection. But
There's
but
a
like,
lot of states where you don't.
There are
need.
some places-
Pennsylvania, you give a shit box
Yeah,
and you see them.
you're right.
They
That's
actually
on-
in Florida, they actually charge the people with insurance more because they expect so many other people to not have insurance on the highway. So when you have insurance, you're paying a little more. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
Florida,
you not
man.
want to get it.
right. I still got it, dumbass, but it's like fuck.
Not a
mean,
dumbass.
Then I got
Not
dropped
a
for
dumbass.
using it.
You got dropped for using
Yeah, I
it.
filed a claim because I needed to, and then they
You're like,
dropped
oh,
me.
he's
Like,
we have
what,
to
you
pay
using
him.
this shit? That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like,
Fuck them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
pay
I
up.
hope it was Geico. I hope it was Geico that
damn.
dropped you. So they
wasn't.
getting fucked now. Damn.
But if Geico wants to recoup any of that cost, maybe they should move to Africa. I don't know if you heard about this in Uganda, who was already the 18th largest exporter of gold. They just found a new huge deposit of gold. And when I say huge deposit, I'm talking 31 million tons of gold
31 million
buried in the
tons.
ground. It's worth 12.8 trillion with a T.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, Uganda should buy Twitter. Straight up. Just be all princes
For
asking
reals.
for money. They're like, yo,
Yo, if
can
they
you front
weren't
me
corrupt,
this 5Gs real quick? I got you.
they could be like the United Arab Emirates, where like everybody's fucking rich because everybody's getting money off of the oil that they sell.
Bro.
But they're so corrupt.
That could be
I bet you-
Wakanda. That could be Wakanda.
could.
That's how.
Yo,
that's
with 12
crazy.
trillion, they
Yeah,
could be
12.
fucking
That's
Wakanda.
Wakanda money. We need to find out the worth
That's
of
Wakanda
Wakanda,
money.
like the vibranium. Yeah, that's wild. That's
guess-
wild.
Can we guess what the next war will be in? as far as
Over
United
gold?
States goes.
Vibranium.
Somehow, the U.S. has invaded Uganda over
terrorism.
human rights
say.
issues.
You don't say.
Terrorism.
There's terrorists. I was gonna say there's. I just heard that Saddam Hussein's sons were in Uganda. We better go check that out.
Keeping it international, I don't know if you heard about this lady that was unfortunately trampled by her killer at her funeral.
At her funeral.
Some bullshit. Go ahead. Tell the audience what you mean by that exactly.
So this lady was killed by a large elephant. 70-year-old lady. She was attempting to
rogue
fetch
elephant.
water.
A wild elephant.
And she was unfortunately trampled by an elephant. But that same fucking elephant returned to her burial site so it could dig up her corpse, trample on it, and throw it away before scampering off into the wild. What the?
It didn't dig it up,
fuck
so it
is
was in the
that?
middle. No, it was in the middle
of her funeral, right?
They were going through the funeral proceedings. They were praying and doing whatever they do in India. The wild elephant came back, and it was confirmed to be the same one. And I thought like maybe it was just like she was in its path again or something like that, and it was just like a wild coincidence. No, it went straight to her, lifted her off of the podium that she was on, and then trampled her again.
Yo, that's real
After
beef.
it.
That's real
Yo.
beef right there.
You can't be out
I
here
never
calling
seen no
elephants
shit like
Dumbo
that.
and shit because they
Word.
they remember.
Yo,
They're
that
not
shit is
playing.
crazy.
They're not playing.
Damn.
Like he specifically went right back to her. Is like, oh, this.
She not dead? She not
not
dead?
dead?
I got her.
She not
I got her. Oh man,
Sight
dude,
for
that's
real.
and like I was thinking like that's your mom or something, like you're trying to mourn her and then you hear
Facts.
like the elephant noise, like the trunk's going up and you're like,
Nah,
oh
bro.
shit, and you see this motherfucker coming in and just starts like you can't do nothing
Nah,
about it. Nothing.
100%, not even joking. That shit happens.
You're
Where
swinging on it.
No,
You're
where
swinging on that elephant.
an elephant kills my, like my family member,
Yeah.
and that's already tragedy.
For sure.
Yeah.
But there's not beef there. It comes back
And there's
attacks,
on-site beef.
There's beef
and
now.
attacks the body at the funeral. That's gang member shit. That's
Right.
gang member mentality, bro.
Yeah.
From
Gang,
here
gang.
on out, it's on site.
It's on
I'm
site.
getting the
spraying
Jumanji
the shit
dude.
down.
The Jumanji rifle,
I'm not
that
letting that
long ass
elephant leave.
elephant
That
hunting
fucking
rifle.
the musket.
Yep.
My man
I'm mocking him.
packing it in there. He's like, I got you. I'm gonna come get you real quick.
Word.
Yeah.
You'll see me. I'll
You're going
Oh.
after that elephant.
Obi-Wan. I will bring you with me so you can teach me all of your hunting tricks.
There you go.
Because I would be killing this elephant at some point in my life.
It's at a funeral. You catch the elephant at like one of its family members' funerals, and then you murk it right there.
You gotta
On
trample
the
its
spot.
mom. And then,
Nah, eye for an eye.
You just duff its mom in the face. You just throw
Yeah.
a hook at her,
Yeah.
pop her, and just murk. Be like, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's
site.
right. That's right.
On site.
Facts. It's got to be on site.
Yeah.
Throwing your moms around like that?
Not happening.
Not
over
my
here,
mom.
cuz.
That's just so.
We throwing gang signs over
crazy.
as soon as I see it.
Flashing kicks.
It's hard to believe, but
It's hard to believe.
It is.
It just
It
happened.
really is.
And it's sad. It's sad because somebody did lose their
Somebody's-
life.
yeah,
But man,
right.
the situation, what the fuck?
yeah.
Word.
wow.
Yo. Yeah.
Speaking of
All
wild
right.
deaths,
Before I blaspheme, go ahead.
this is a story I hit y'all up about that I was like, yo, I got a wild fucking story that we got to talk about. Because when I heard about this shit, I was just like, I was literally like, what the fuck is going on? Now, the reason I know y'all don't know about this is because it was in Puerto Rico, and it was Puerto Rican news. And it's pretty like all over the news over there. And so the headline of this story is "The legs were left in place." Now check this out. Typical story, and I know we don't like to. We try to stay away from sad sad conversations. But this shit is just so wild that I got to talk about this. Because I've been in, I won't say similar situations, but basically what happened was dude was drunk driving in Puerto Rico, which, you know, not always lit roads. Must have been so drunk that homie ran over somebody on the road. It was about maybe 2 or 3 in the morning because it's actually his mom's the one that reported it at 3 in the morning. So it was probably like 2. So
She need to get trampled.
homie drives this car, runs over somebody, doesn't even pay attention, continues on his way home, goes to bed. Mom wakes up because there's some commotion, goes outside and sees that there's literally half a man stuck in the windshield of this dude's car, parked in front of her house.
What the fuck?
Wait,
The lower half?
The
No, the
upper
legs stay in
half.
place.
The upper half. Oh, so
The
the legs
legs
stayed on the legs
stayed
in
on
place
the road.
road.
And this 65-year-old man's upper torso, homie was driving so fast he ripped the man in half.
That's fucking
Dude's
crazy.
body split in half, went through the windshield, head on the dashboard, and
He had
nigga
to be
kept
blacked out.
driving home.
Yeah.
So he
He
had to
thought
be
he hit
blacked
a
out.
pothole or
Time.
something. You don't
So
even
at
know.
the time of the police showing up to his house and testing him, which I'm
BAC
guessing
was
was an hour or 2 later from him arriving,
Okay.
0.19.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's crunk.
he had to be blacked out because
Had to be.
there's no way that if you are even like obviously past the point of tipsy, but any kind of like if something like that were to happen and I was drunk, I'm
sober.
instantly sober.
Oh yeah.
I'm a sober.
Instantly sober.
word.
This whole shit happened. But like, and I even thought like, was the like near the headlight? If he had an old school whip, you know, like the bigger one, didn't really feel it because he was drunk or something, and maybe
There was a
something
photo
of
of
that
the
sort.
car.
But
Yeah,
the,
let's say what car was it?
There was a photo.
but the
of
man was on the windshield.
That's crazy.
Like you didn't see a half a guy and his guts hanging out
right
on your
shit.
windshield as you drove home.
Maybe he thought like, when I wake up, it might not be real.
I mean, 0.19 is. I feel like to me that's not the level of I don't notice half of a man in my windshield drunk.
I mean,
Like,
he's talking about this is after he slept.
That's
it
when
off
he
for a
got
little bit.
tested.
okay, so maybe it was let's say it was 0.24, 3 times the legal limit in New York State. Like even that, and I don't know really. Like I need like one of those little testers to see when I get drunk,
I mean,
like how
how
much I've been drinking.
is the legal limit, right?
yeah.
So he's hours later, twice the legal limit
Double
still.
that, yeah. But the legal limit is kind of pussy because I feel like I could drive fine with a 0.08. Like that's not.
I mean,
That's not anything crazy.
I
We've done it.
personally
Let's
have
not-
never done so allegedly, but if
Ah,
I had,
same. Yeah.
I'm sure I
It would be
could, right?
yes, exactly. And now just double that a little bit. That's not drive through a man and not notice drunk. Yes, you're fucked up. Don't get me wrong. You're feeling nice, but I feel like I would have to be on some other substances combined, like
I mean,
to
0.19
not
is that
notice
not?
that.
I'm spitballing here, but is 0.19? Does that not equal to like 19? That's not 19%, right? Like 19% of your blood is
No. That's like
1.9.
like 0.19%. Like it's not a lot when you compare it to like your entire blood, but like it doesn't take much for you to be drunk.
For sure.
Like 19%, you're dead at
Yeah,
like
then you'd be
1%. Like yeah.
I think I read somewhere that .08 is like when you start feeling buzz. Like as soon as you start
I
feeling
mean, that's when I
that's
start feeling. That's when I
like,
start feeling nice at .08. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know about
Agreed.
Joe, but
Yeah,
like
that's nice.
I don't know. I never tested
0.08
myself.
is nice.
I don't need. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
it's nice, right? Yeah. I think right now
I'm trying to remember my bartender exam, but it was something like, I think
wanna get to
2
poison.
drinks. It's somewhere between 2 or 3 drinks gets you to .08.
They say .02 is 1 drink, and you're supposed to have 1 drink per hour.
Right.
So if you crush 4 drinks within an hour, you're at about a .08.
So yeah, so that's nice. 4 drinks in
Yeah,
an
no,
hour is
that's-
you're nice at 4 drinks in an hour.
I'm feeling
the
nice. Sure.
fuck?
4 drinks in an
who
hour
drinks
is
one-
actually kind of quick.
Who drinks one drink per hour?
nobody.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Nobody.
wine.
That's the
Maybe.
recommended.
If it's wine with
what?
dinner, I might do that, but other than that, nah. It's usually
Like
still
3
2.
rounds at 45 minutes. Like that's where I'm at.
That's, yeah, I'm right.
But like I drink my drinks fast. I was bowling this weekend and I had a vodka Red Bull and like 2 or 3 frames and I feel like I crushed that bitch. Like it was gone. It's like I don't know. I feel like at least when I first start drinking, depending on how bad I'm ready for a drink.
Did you go to bowl and you was like dizzy a little bit? Like oh shit.
Nah, but I bowled nice until the Tito's started hitting me.
I usually bowl better.
Nah,
Liquor
see,
starts hitting
I
me,
don't
ooh.
like. There's a line.
At least
and then
I think I
cross
am.
that line. I'm trash. 0.19. I don't know. I'm gonna buy because I see like on Groupon. I see like those little breathalyzers. I'm gonna have to bring one in here one night, and once we finish, we're gonna
I
blow
don't
into
think
that
you're
bitch.
gonna
I
want
want
to blow
to see.
before you
I wanna-
leave, because then
I
you
wanna
got culpability.
Nah, I'll throw that bitch in the garbage.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we
Culpa.
need
We don't
fucking
do these things.
sober as
have-
fuck.
Yeah, we have 1, 2 drinks max.
We usually have a nice big dinner
Within 2 hours.
after the pod, and then we drive home.
You remember the
Exactly.
story? Hey bro, get into that late over there. now, bitch, now.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker, man. Yeah, story.
We won't say it. The story, but
Yeah. Because it would. I'll tell the story. It just has to get cut. But
I'll tell the story.
so, all right, let's get into some Hollywood, man.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. All right, so this past week we received they dropped a few trailers, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. The biggest one I think that came out was Black Adam with The Rock.
ooh,
And
yeah.
we finally got a full trailer, and I don't know how I feel about it, man.
I was
I don't know
gonna
how I
say
feel
that.
about-
I was gonna say the
because-
same thing. As
so-
much as I want to love it, I don't think it's gonna do.
I don't know if I want to.
I think it's gonna be a popcorn flick.
I love Shazam. Shazam was a
Yeah.
great surprise.
It gave me
be just as
Shazam
good.
vibes a little
It
bit.
gave me Shazam vibes. The Rock flying, he looks stiff as fuck.
It just
Yep.
looks like a rock. The rock.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does look like a rock. He looks stiff as fuck. So that was kind of off-putting. He's trying his hardest to give like this badass, like bad guy persona, but again, now we're back to the Venom vibes of, trying to do
Anti-hero.
this anti-hero bullshit, even though he's supposed to be the bad guy in Shazam. So I don't know how that's gonna work, right? They're gonna make you love him as a bad guy, and then he's gonna be pitted against Shazam. I just don't know how they're really trying to balance this out.
I'm more
Neither do
like,
they.
how are they? And this is just a problem when people are trying to build a universe type movie, right? They're trying. That he's part of the Shazam thing. Eventually he's going to battle the Shazam family or whatever all those 7 people are called, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How is there a whole movie of Black Adam having a intergalactic fight or whatever, interstellar science, whatever the fuck, intermagical war, and none of the Shazam characters show up to defend the world or whatever.
It's like
I'm
the
sure
Eternals. Where the fuck were the Eternals, right?
Exactly. It's one of those.
And I'm sure it gets explained. But
It'll get
either way,
explained
I'm
three
just
movies
thinking.
from now.
I just think I just honestly this whole anti-hero thing, I'm not a huge fan of. Every time they try to do it, it's like go bad. Either they're bad or they're fucking good, right? And what I think with these types of movies, like they try to turn them into blockbusters and they try to make them likable, even though they're fucking bad guys, dude. It's like, bro, just if he's evil, great. Then it's a fucking horror action movie,
Right.
And just make him a fucking asshole.
We
the
said this
entire
last week,
movie.
The Rock can't
make
be a villain,
him.
though.
Right, it's tough.
I mean,
He's not Will Smith.
Scorpion King.
I'm just
Hollywood
saying,
Nicky
but
Barnes.
I don't know. He looks stiff flying.
Scorpion,
It didn't
he was
look.
an anti-hero, right?
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
He was a villain
He
in the
turned
Mummy.
into
Because he was a
that's what I was
villain in
thinking
the
of,
Mummy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
the Mummy. Yeah,
They did the prequel, and he's
And
kind
they
of an
flipped it.
anti-hero.
yeah.
I could probably the same thing. They're
But
gonna.
that's what
both
they.
trash.
But that's what they do with these types of movies,
Yeah.
right? They have to make you love the antagonist,
Right.
or the protagonist, right? That's
the good guy.
The good, yeah. They try to make you love the protagonist, and the guy has to be the protagonist of his own movie. Whereas instead of
Unless he just
making,
does a dick move at the end of the movie. And then
no
it's like,
making
oh, fuck
making
this
the
dude.
movie like just making someone else the protagonist, and they and they're.
I'd rather
I don't
see
know.
that though.
I'd much rather see that. Like it would have been great if Venom was a scary movie where regular people had to deal with Venom, and then that got switched over.
Yeah.
And they're just like completely avoiding that. They're trying to make you love these bad guys. So that's the only not to get too deep into that, but
Oh yeah.
that's where like the trailer looks all right. The graphics, him flying doesn't look natural to me.
Like DC
It looked
graphics.
it looked like he was stiff as fuck. Whereas normally anybody who's like flying, that shit looks natural. I was just like, that shit don't
As
look
natural as flying can look for humans, right? Like,
No, but like
It looks like
Henry-
he's really flying.
But like
I didn't- I
Homelander, when
didn't think about
Homelander's
it.
flying, you don't think twice about.
I don't
seeing
think twice
Homelander
about
fly.
it when I see.
But they don't show
Henry,
him that
Henry
often.
Henry Cavill.
They don't
Yeah?
show him in that. They don't show Homelander that often in the same
No, they don't.
in
They
that
don't.
same
And
type
like
of click.
mid-flight, like
Yeah,
Superman out. Yeah,
Like The
I
Rock
gotcha.
was literally not. He wasn't like this. He was arms back, just
Like
Yeah.
he's
laying
skydiving.
there, just
That's
like
kinda
laying
weird.
flat
That's- yeah,
forward. They don't show
Yeah.
Homelander.
Put your
in
arms
anything
out.
like that.
Pretend like you're flying.
Homelander doesn't even do the
But-
Superman thing.
No,
it's
you
very
see him
few
lift
that
off. You
he
just see
does-
him lift off and
sometimes
land,
you
yeah.
don't even see that. Sometimes it's like behind the screen.
You just hear the whoosh.
Yeah, the
But
whoosh.
Henry Cavill, I never thought of any of those characters where you fly or anything like that. I've never thought like, oh, he looks strange.
Not
flying.
since Christopher Reeves
Yeah.
flying, like, because that looks shitty.
I mean,
Looking
but
back
I
on
don't
it
think
now.
Back
they
in those
usually
days,
do
that
a
was-
pull out.
Sure.
They don't usually pull out as far as they did in this in that scene that was in
Possibly.
the trailer. Usually it's a little closer, so that
Well,
way
then that
you
was a
don't
bad
get that
shot.
same view of what you're talking about. That like. So I think that's gonna. I'm gonna put that on the director. Bad shot.
Yeah, that was a bad shot. Another movie, obviously,
But before you jump
Black
out,
Adam is coming out soon.
I did want to just point out a couple. I know whack hakes when I extend the show. A couple, because you were hitting hard on anti-heroes. So I just quickly looked up some anti-hero examples. And there's a couple that I didn't really think of them as anti-heroes, but I kind of see it when they point it out. So Taylor Durden in the Fight Club is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden.
Tyler Durden in Fight Club. Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean, is an anti-hero. House from House is an anti-hero.
Yeah,
Michael Scott from The Office is an anti-hero.
right. Well, here's the thing with the examples you're giving right now, right? They're not each
They're not
one of those
super people?
characters. No, each one of those characters it's an original character to that story arc, where there are no expectations. There are no previous literature or illustrations or storylines of that character other than that storyline, right? So like anti-heroes in a story arc where in those situations that works. But when you are and that's why I think in these situations people who enjoy Venom the movie aren't familiar with Venom from the comics, and I guess it doesn't have to necessarily be exactly like the comics in my opinion. However, when you take a character that is a sinister character, a bad character that a lot of people really fucking love, right? And Eddie Brock is a fucking asshole. And you take all of that and then you make Eddie Brock like this, oh, well, you know, I'm just trying to get my girl. You know, when you make him this bullshit like this
That's pretty good.
This lovable
bumbling idiot.
this bumbling idiot, and now this sentient, and they're having a conversation. Like, it's all fun and games. Like it's like the banter
entertaining.
between them is all right.
Sure.
But it's not that. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, and that's my argument with it. It's like, if you're taking something from comic books where this is an actual villain, like there's no good part about him, and now because it's in a movie, we have to make it like a campy type of thing with a fucking really bad villain. No, if you're gonna do that, make a fucking dark movie where it's still the villain, but like Aliens.
Right.
Imagine watching a remake of Aliens right now, and the aliens come out and they're just like, oh, well,
Or it's like from their point of view.
Alien versus Predator kind of gave them a little.
If
They made the
Jason,
Predator
if Jason was the good
Right.
guy,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Was Jason the good
make
guy?
the bad guy the bad guy.
or if
No,
Winnie the
I'm just
Pooh
saying,
was
like,
the
if
bad
it came
guy.
out.
Jason though, was he the good guy?
Actually, no.
Kind of. I feel like
was.
Freddy
Freddy
was the
asshole,
bad
and
guy.
Jason was the good one.
But if
you're right.
if we come out with a,
Jason was the anti-hero in that movie.
but if we come out with a Jason prequel where it's just his childhood as he grows up to become
Being
this
tortured at
Jason,
Camp
being
Crystal Lake.
tortured and stuff, and then you're gonna be all sad about Jason, and then like
killed him.
like no.
They make you feel bad for that kid. I know he was like a chubby little fat kid with his fucking summer camp.
I'm just saying when it comes to these comic book movies, if you're gonna make a movie about a villain, like I think that they should let go of the concept of what makes a movie not necessarily completely, obviously, like it has to build, there has to be a story there, but make the villain a villain, and you don't have to make this villain be lovable
like a Hans
to
Gruber.
a certain extent.
Hans Gruber was the dick through and through. There was no redeeming qualities. Make all villains Hans Grubers. I got you, son. I
I'm
got
just
you.
curious of why they did a Black Adam with like The Rock chose that character. They just wanted him in a
It's like
DC
Hawaiian
movie.
Adam.
Yeah, they
it
just
was
wanted
and
another
he just-
spin-off.
He just wanted
off
to
of
be
that.
in this fucking superhero
That's what I'm saying.
movie.
But did he choose the character? Did they
Yeah.
approach him with the character? That's what I'm trying. Like,
Yeah, I bet they approached him.
That's probably a little.
Hold on, let's
both.
move on because
Yeah.
this was just this went
like,
from
you know
a
what? I want to.
this went from a trailer conversation to a full-on banter, and we have a bunch of shit to talk about.
That was all you, baby. I don't know who you blaming.
I mean, I did, but then I tried to move on.
Fuck this banter.
But then I tried to move on.
Y'all
and then
bantering for
y'all-
hours.
y'all ain't let me. All right, so another.
banter?
No banter, just ranter.
Just let me fucking talk, man. You fucking assholes. Yo, so another trailer that dropped that I'm really excited for was Blackbird on Apple TV Plus.
I did watch that because
yo,
you forced me
Which
to.
one was that? Remind me.
It's the movie with Taron
the jailhouse?
Egerton and Greg Kinnear. Yeah, the
And the
one
Ray
where he's
Liotta,
in-
the Ray
yeah.
Liotta, that looked fire. I had not
Fucking
seen that.
fire.
It looked
And
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
not
so-
a huge Taron Egerton fan. He's good, but I'm not like.
I mean, yeah,
he's not like. I didn't care for him in the Elton John.
I didn't
movie.
see the Elton John
It
movie
was
because
like
I just
it
liked
was
him in
whatever.
Kingsman.
I thought it came right after the purple. No, not purple. Pink Floyd movie. No, was it Pink Floyd? No, it was
Freddie Mercury, the Queen movie.
Yes, Queen. Sorry, it was one of those fucking
You're talking about
70s
Rocket Man,
bands.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, the Rocket Man came out very shortly after the Queen movie, and so like there was a little bit of expectation because Queen was very similar, or how it had homie from Robot, whatever.
Yeah, but it was
Mr.
more of
Robot.
a musical. So, I'm
they
talking
were both
about
kind of musicals.
Yeah, but the
Queen
Rocket
movie
Man was
had
actually
plenty of singing song shit.
right, but this one was actually a musical. It's listed, I want to say, as a musical because he breaks out into song every. Whereas the Queen movie,
Yeah, I guess.
like it was his performances where the music would come.
Either way, I didn't care for him.
Mid conversation,
that much as,
Taron
John.
Edgerton would break out into a
I don't like
fucking
that.
song.
I'm
Exactly.
Not a fan.
That's where
I'm not a fan of that.
yeah, that's what Rocket Man was.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
actual musical.
Not for me.
But this right here scene it's dope. It was a dope premise. Man goes to jail, obviously, like for his own shit. Like he seems like he was like a drug dealer or something.
troubled.
Yeah, he was just in trouble. He was in prison, and they offer him an out while he's in prison. The out is that he has to go to a maximum security prison where the worst of the worst are, because there is an inmate in there that possibly killed a bunch. That's possibly a serial killer, killed a bunch of women,
Right.
and he claims that he
gotta
is
pull
having
info from him, or-
that he's having these dreams where he kills women, and he's giving out like actual details to real murders. So he's supposed to go in there, infiltrate it, and grab as much information from him as possible, befriend him, all this shit, and it just looks intense.
And he's doing a weird American accent too.
Yeah, Dave could not get past the fucking accent because that's what Dave does.
Usually Brits do very, very good American accents, and you can't even tell. Like you're surprised to find out that they're British.
That's Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam for sure. That shit blew
he's
my
a good
mind when I
example,
heard
yeah.
him speak.
Yeah.
So my wife, one of the owners of her company is from the UK, and she actually asked him. She was like, "It's got to be super easy for you to like do the American accent, right? Because all you fucking Brits do the American." And he was like, "No, that shit is dumb hard." He's like, "I lived in the States for fucking 30 plus years. I can't do an American accent." He was like, "That shit is mad training." And I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's still because these American actors, 99% of them do
Yeah,
shitty
but
British
because
accents.
we see the final product of a lot of the British actors doing American accents, like your Tom Hollands and whatnot. I'm sure there's a lot of takes where their accent slips out, and they're like,
Maybe,
"Yeah, we gotta do
for
that
sure.
again."
But what American actor pulls off a British accent that you watched the whole film and
No,
you were like, "Yo,
that's-
they did a good job"?
That's 100% true, because it doesn't go the opposite way
It
like it does
doesn't.
with British actors who do American accents,
I
which
know
is
we're
why I
not
always
talking
thought
about this shit at all, but
how did we even get on this? Where did this
Nobody-
come from?
yeah,
I'll talk
nobody-
about this all day. You
No,
can't rope me into this, John.
Let's
brought
continue
up the
talking about
accent.
accents. I knew
I noticed
every
that
time
that
I bring
was-
up another fucking point
tangent.
of this to bring it back, another tangent
You
comes.
can
This
go
is-
on anti-hero tangents for 15 minutes, but I can't talk about a fucking accent. Get the fuck out of here.
I went on a small one and Johnny prolonged it.
I do it. That's what
man.
I do.
No, that show looks dope. I was hoping it was coming out sooner.
I'm looking
than
forward
July.
to it.
Wait,
and,
when is it coming
I
out?
didn't really notice his
July.
July 8th.
I could do with that.
That's not
I
too
got a
far.
lot
That's
going
not-
on.
I was
in June.
pissed. I was pissed.
got
I
a lot
wanted
going
it. I
on.
wanted it sooner.
There's a lot of
I-
shows
and I
happening
didn't-
right now.
There is. There's so
I did
much.
not notice the accent thing, but
did
Dave
not
is a
notice that
very
at all.
big. Well, Dave is a very big fan
I know
of
how
accents
I know how
and
he speaks
people,
too.
yeah.
Like I've seen Eggsy and Kingsman and shit,
Right.
and like so like I know what I expect to hear come out of his mouth, and then when I don't, it's like whoa,
like, whoa,
that
yeah,
was
that's-
weird.
that's
What
weird.
was that? What was that all about?
Oh man,
That's not Eggsy.
All right, so we can continue with HOLLYWOO here. One of the biggest things that came out within the last couple of days is the fact that did we talk about last week that I don't think we did, but Joker 2 was confirmed. They released a photo of
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. So they released a photo of Joaquin Phoenix reading the script, and it's actually confirmed the script is done. He is reading it, and it is green lit, and it's they're now the wheels are actually in motion. We've said it before that it's confirmed that this is coming.
Right. But we
Now
didn't
it's-
have a
now it's in
name or
motion.
We have a script.
Is it a
it's written.
musical?
So that's
read
what-
that today.
That's
So
the rumor.
that's
Okay.
so you're getting ahead of it here.
so sorry.
that's one of them.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that.
I won't
So,
talk about the
but no, we don't know. We don't know if it's a musical. However, that's the rumor right now. And I love seeing the progress with it, because at first it was like, oh, this is in works, and oh no, and now it's fact. Like how people are reporting it. But in all actuality, the rumor right now is that Lady Gaga is in early talks to join Joaquin Phoenix. And it's rumored that her role is for Harley, and that she will be Harley, and that this movie is in fact a musical. And if she
we
is
were just
Harley,
talking
that would
about
make sense.
how much we hate musicals.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't.
How does that make everyone feel? Like, I know it's just speculation. I'm hoping that's not the case.
I don't mind
But
her as
if it were that's not her as Harley is fine. It's the musical, dog.
I know
It's
why.
the musical aspect.
That's what we're.
I mean, I'm not a fan of her being Harley either.
I'm
but-
not writing her off either. Like I'll give her a shot, but like
Yeah.
the musical, like I don't fuck with musicals. Like that's
I
gonna
would
be
be
tough for me,
okay with it if it's like just not. If it can't be the whole movie is a musical, like what you just said earlier about like if fucking Joaquin Phoenix just like randomly busts out in song while he's in the middle of a speech, that would be whack as fuck. However, if there is a scene or two scenes, so again, if she's Harley, typically, again, historically, Harley Quinn was a psychiatrist that went insane and ended up joining the Joker, right? If for some reason they change it and she's like a cabaret singer or something, and so she's already singing, and then maybe there's like a scene where like the Joker walks in and he's like singing to her and she sings back, and then they have like this dialogue or some shit. I could deal with it for like something like that for a scene.
But
this
a
whole
musical
fucking
implies,
movie
a
that they just
musical
randomly-
implies that it's not us singing.
I don't know.
number,
I just
dog.
don't see Todd Phillips doing that though.
Right. It was surprising. Like that was like the Lady Gaga thing was surprising at first, and then to see that, and then you sent the article, the title that it was like for possible musical or something along those lines, where it introduced the idea of a
And
musical.
the title is
Lady Gaga in talks to join Joaquin Phoenix, Todd Phillips in musical sequel.
Yeah. So the title of the movie
the
is supposed to be Folliandu, which apparently means a delusion or mental illness shared by two people in close association, which starts to
Sounds like Harley and the
I originally thought it
Joker.
was going to be like a two Joker thing, which I was very excited for. But now when they start introducing this Harley thing, now I'm thinking it's going to be a thing about Harley and Joker, which again,
Or maybe
remember
it's- maybe they're
Todd Phillips
fucking
thought
with
this
us.
was a joke, right? The original Joker he wrote as a joke. It
That
was
was
something like that.
a-
Like he was like making fun of the industry or something like that.
Damn.
And so maybe this is
And then it
just him pushing it even further. Like,
So
I'm going to make even more fun of the music industry by making this a fucking musical. Like,
I think
I don't know. I don't know.
I think-
here.
my thoughts on the original one, which I loved. I'm going to have to hold my reservations on it and just give Todd Phillips the benefit of the doubt on that.
Agree.
And have high hopes, but at the same time, I can't tell you that my expectations are going to be through the roof for this now that I know, because one, I'm not a big fan of Lady Gaga as an actress. She did great in A Star Is Born, but whatever. Like, and that was, I guess they consider it a musical, but really same thing where it's like the music in it was the performances, from that story arc.
Yeah.
It was more of the performances and them going back and forth with creating songs and then performing it like for audiences, things like that. Whereas in that sense, like it's more digestible. But when people just break out into song, it's like,
When they're singing conversations that they should just be speaking,
and I do like
that's
some
when
musicals,
I get pissed off.
and I do like some musicals, so I can't really say like, nah, I'm completely turned off by it. I'm just hoping that it's gonna be dope. I like I like Sweeney Todd, like
I didn't
certain
fuck with
things.
Sweeney
I don't mind
Todd.
the animation musical films like the Disney ones.
I mean, yeah, but
Like Sing. I fuck with Sing.
yeah.
Sing
But that's still performance.
Like
Sing is
Encanto.
dope. Sing is dope.
yeah.
Encanto and stuff like that, where like
Yeah.
a
But
lot of
that's-
story
yeah.
is in the songs
Fuck
and
yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like,
You're right.
That feels right,
it's a
but it
cartoon,
just feels
so it
out of
works.
place in a Joker. It feels out of place in a Joker.
And it's
movie.
Lady Gaga, so we're
I mean,
gonna.
I
so all the
fucked with
promo,
Hamilton.
all the. Now Hamilton isn't that bad. I saw half of it. I haven't gone back to the other half. I need to, but I fuck with Hamilton.
I think
too.
she'll
thought
look
that was
cool
good
as
music.
Harley Quinn. I
She'll
think she
look.
has a look
She'll
where
have
she
the,
could pull that
my
off.
my
at
whole
least.
beef with it's not. She's actually
She
not a
kind of
bad
looks
actress.
like Harley Quinn
Yeah, I
all
feel
the
like
time
I
anyway.
feel like that's how
right?
Harley Quinn would be in real life, not like
Yeah.
a Margot Robbie. She'd be more like a
She's
Lady
actually
Gaga,
not
right?
not that bad of an actress. She's not as great as people make her out to be, but she's not a bad actress. Now, but my annoyance is, and I've talked about it plenty of times, it's the promotion stuff. Like she does way too much when it comes
Yeah.
to promotions and like
The House
some
of Gucci stuff.
Yeah, the
You
House
didn't
of
like the
Gucci
House of
stuff.
Gucci
Like,
stuff. I know
like
that.
it's just when it comes to promotions in general, she like goes all out for that. And then it gets so tiring that by the time you watch the movie and it actually makes sense why she was doing that the whole time, you don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll
see
see.
that.
We'll see how that comes out. I am still hopeful for it, but those are just my
Is there any
reservations
dates
when it comes
attached
to it.
at all to it?
I don't think so. No,
Not that I saw.
I haven't seen any dates.
It's not showing up on IMDb yet.
No. I'll make sure, but
I'll look it up.
so.
You can move to the next.
So one of the dates that we did get, however, finally, Marvel's Blade is set to begin filming July 4th.
Damn.
Okay.
You got to work on
shit.
a holiday? Can't even do July
know, right?
5th. You got to fucking work on July 5th. What the
price.
fuck? Why?
That's the price of being a multimillionaire
if I-
actor.
The
if I
shit
was
we
going to
fucking
be in a
focus on.
if
You
I
know
was
how
going to
many?
be in a Marvel picture,
You know
I would do
how
it.
many
Fuck
July
it.
4ths he had? Amazing July 4ths that he's
Right.
had. This one he could he could start filming Blade. I'm okay with that. I'm not mad.
I'm just
not
saying,
mad at
it's
it.
a weird production call is all I'm saying. What about the cast and the crew that maybe haven't had awesome 4th of Julys that got to be there away from their families?
Who's directing that film? Is it like a no name or?
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is directing the.
Let me see. I believe we talked about who the director is.
Because I have no recollection.
I'm
at
excited
all. I
for
couldn't even guess.
Mahershala Ali's role as Blade. I want to see him do that.
The director
Wait,
is.
what did you say? Who?
Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala?
I want to hear
Mahershala.
the 3 different ways you say his name.
I was like,
It's Mahershala,
there was
though.
6
Yeah, it's
syllables in
Mahershala,
there.
for sure.
So yeah, the director
said
is.
Mahershala.
Mahershala bada Ali.
Muhammad Ali. What?
The director is Bassam Tariq, who is familiar.
Bassam Tariq.
Yeah, he directed Mowgli.
Okay.
I've
That was
never
dope.
seen it. Is it good?
Oh yeah, that was the Jungle Book that was direct to Netflix. It was like
Yes.
the darker version of the Jungle Book. Mowgli?
No.
Was it?
You're not. No, that's a whole different movie.
They called that the Jungle Book, dog.
Yeah, that
No,
one's-
No, there was
The
a
one that
darker
came
one.
out on
I think
Netflix
Jon
was
Favreau
called
did that one.
Mowgli.
Oh no, Jon Favreau.
Oh, it's Mowgli. No.
Mowgli.
This is Mogul.
Mogul
Mowgli.
Mowgli.
Oh, I'm
Mogul
sorry.
minutes 2, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's okay.
And it's starting Riz.
I
understand.
thought
Riz
you were.
Ahmed.
I thought you just didn't pronounce it right the first time and were repeating it.
There's
saying
2 words. No.
I'm sorry, Mowgli. No, okay, 2 words. Not the
Mogul-
same
Mogul-
movie. I don't know what
Mogul-
movie
Mowgli.
that is at all.
Nobody
Yeah,
does.
I've never seen it. But it's starring
Okay.
Riz Ahmed, which I fuck with him, and
Yeah.
it's
Riz
gotten
Ahmed
a
is
lot
dope.
of. It's gotten a lot of like it looks like it's an independent film.
Yeah.
That got a lot of praise and a lot of smaller awards. So I got to check that out. You got to throw that on the. Someone has to throw that on the Plex.
I'll talk to the guy.
Yeah, talk to the
Give
guy.
him a call.
All right, so and in
Gotta hit that guy up too.
all right, so now since we hit Marvel, we got to talk a little bit about Star Wars. So our guy
Disney
Tamura Morrison, who is who was popular for playing Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Said Joba Fett.
And that's it.
Boba. Boba.
He wants he wants to return to quote unquote or he wants Boba Fett to return to his quote unquote badass ways.
Me too.
You know,
He's
so
trying
he wants to.
He's been weak this series.
Pussified. He's been
Yeah.
pussified.
And that was
That's
my
the
beef
word I would
with
go with.
Boba Fett. That was my beef with that show. If it wasn't for the Mando episodes, that saved it. I enjoyed it initially, but some of the episodes dragged on. There wasn't a whole lot of action. A lot of it, and then when the action was coming on, he was being all peaceful, which is not what we knew. The little bit that we knew about Boba Fett was not that.
Bit that we knew about Boba.
Was not that. And then he comes out of the Tarlac pit, you know, just wanting peace and prosperity.
Well, I would say
I mean, that's a whole journey
show
in there.
was kind of explaining why he was suddenly a peaceful guy. You know, every one of those back scene, those flashbacks of him with the people that he was with. I don't know the fucking Star Wars.
The Sand
language.
People. The Sand People.
The Sand People. Every one of those flashbacks was kind of explaining why he kind of changed from being, you know, the bounty hunter badass that he was to kind of being a little bit more fair and being more family oriented and calculated and just what there's a lot of shit that even then that, you know, we only saw certain pieces. I'm sure season 2 is going to have more motherfucking flashbacks of him with the Sand People. And so that kind of gives them a slide, but I agree with you. Like I would rather he was badass Boba Fett that we thought that he was.
And I'm sure he heard a
Christmas
lot of the
special.
backlash that came from that.
Oh yeah, he's probably influenced
You
by
know,
social media.
and he's like,
sure.
I really want to go back to him being his badass way. You know what I mean? So, but I agree with that. And also, I read that and I think, duh.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not.
I thought Dave. I had
Duh.
Dave in my head when like, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no shit that you want to
so
go
glad
back to
you
him
thought of
being a
that.
fucking badass.
Oh, you want to be in a Marvel picture? Oh, okay,
I think
cool.
when
Oh,
I
you
think
want
when
to
I showed my
continue
boy
making Star Wars shows
his
and be more
underwears.
badass so the fans like you?
Ah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
tracks.
Half of the season was him in the what's that called? The band.
The water,
The chamber there, the back to
tank.
yeah, the
back to tank. Back to tank.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jokes. Everybody just keeps talking about him going back to the back to tank. Did you think of this in the back to tank? All right, so moving on. Netflix, obviously, one of their biggest things that came out in recent years was Squid Games. Not only did recently on socials and everything, they dropped a small hint showing that that Squid Games 2 is coming out soon. They showed like a little. It was just like a little teaser of just like the doll's eye blinking, and then in there was a number 2. So we know we're getting the second season soon.
Dope.
Not only that, but of course Netflix is Netflix. So what did they do? They also invested in a Squid Game reality show that is coming out on Netflix, where there is a $4.56 million prize in this, and they're going to have 456 contestants that will go through childhood inspired games.
So they're
to
just
claim
going to
the
copy
largest
Mr. Beast's
prize.
YouTube special.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say he already did that, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember who it was. I know it was some YouTube content creator that literally put this together, but
I
I
hope that they're partnering with him. I hope he's getting
doubt
some
it.
money from this.
I doubt it. I doubt he sees a cent. They
Probably
don't
not,
even know
because
who he is.
you know, like I guess he copied them, right?
I was gonna say that was their shit. I don't know why we're getting pissed
You're
at
right.
Netflix
Why would
for
they give
Mr.
him
Beast
money?
ripping their shit out. Yeah.
No, yeah, and I highly doubt he gave
He didn't give them any money from this shit.
$4.56 million.
No, I think it was just like 1 million or maybe a couple.
It was something decent. It was
it
enough
was
for
a
you to be
decent
like,
amount.
all right,
Hell
let's
yeah.
fucking fuck around.
No, but Netflix is giving out $4.56 million to the winner.
That's
So
interesting.
People don't die though, right? Like they're not killing
Of course
anybody?
not.
Okay. I was just making sure. Like no one, I didn't read that anywhere, but like just had to be sure.
if it was actually filmed in Korea, then maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
But no, it's
North Korea.
I'm assuming. Yeah, that's a fact.
The Wak Korea.
But no, I think that I would be an awesome dictator in North Korea.
Oh, that's right. Isn't that what you chose? You chose
Yeah,
North
it's like
Korean
the
dictator.
Yes, I did.
The Wak Korea. He would change the name.
Absolutely, I would be a
Wak
dictator
Korea.
anytime.
I can see it.
No, you got to say it with the Spanish accent. It's a huaqueria.
Huaqueria.
So
Wakaria. Like a taqueria.
it's a huaqueria. Anyway, so speaking of Netflix, the Duffer Brothers, they teased that Stranger Things 5 will have a time jump, which cool because these kids are getting old as fuck.
That's necessary. That was not written in there. Like they just needed to do that. Like nothing's gonna come of it. It's just like, hey, we needed to explain why these kids look like they're 25.
They didn't explain it last time.
They thought we wouldn't notice because we were just so happy to see it back, but we fucking noticed.
Yeah,
we
no,
knew.
we noticed. They look
At
old
those
as fuck.
pictures of Will going around looking like a grown ass man, get the fuck out of here.
Will does not
All
look
these
like a
fucking
grown ass
5
man,
o'clock
but he looks like
shadows
a.
and shit. Yo,
Yeah, no, Will
when
has
I
the
looked
5
up
o'clock
the
shadow.
ages
Dog.
of these actual
Yeah.
actors, I was like, what the motherfuck? This shit is crazy. When this kid, the dude that plays Steve, you know, he's fucking 30 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Joe Keery is old as fuck, bro.
And the Nancy
All
chick
the-
is like 27.
That's why
They only filmed this shit last year, so only subtract for 1 year from everyone's year. The youngest person is the 11, Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
She's
Millie
the
Bobby.
actual
Such a weird
youngest
name,
person on the
Millie
show.
Bobby Brown.
Ah,
Yeah, and she's how old?
18.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
18?
So yeah, I've been seeing her.
That Danny Nandez is like, oh, so she 18 now? All right.
Now, I seen her pop up on something. I was like, "That's the 11 chick." What?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. I saw her. It was a red carpet.
And they confirmed that she was wearing a wig in that last season. Like I thought they reshaved her head, but like I saw a video of them
Oh,
like
it was a wig.
wrapping her hair around and doing all this crazy
okay.
shit.
Damn,
bald
they did a
cap.
great
They
job.
did a
Word.
really great. Because normally with like a bald, you see
Yeah.
like the bulge in the back where they're packing all their hair in, but like they
CGI
wrapped
parts,
her
though.
hair in a way. So
I wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
They were every time that they de-aged her and they made her
Yeah.
it felt weird.
no,
Not
that
only
was
her
that was
Well,
a
no, that
younger.
was
That was a
another girl.
younger.
That
That
was
was
a
a
young
different.
girl
That was a
that played
different
her.
girl that looked like the young 11 in the last
wasn't-
episodes.
it wasn't a-
That was not. No, that
No,
was not
so-
CGI
CGI?
or a flat. Like that was a.
No. I'm
Maybe that's why it
gonna
looked
throw this
weird.
in there. No, the young girl was bald and was a smaller version, and I'm sure that they probably replaced her face with 11's face, but it was an actual
Oh, I didn't
human
know about
body.
that.
I don't know if
Because
that's what they did, but that's my
actually
thought.
tracks because for me, I had the same feeling as the first time they did Luke Skywalker in Mando.
She didn't have to do many facial features.
Yeah.
Like facial movements.
Right, and that's how it felt. Like there wasn't a lot of movements there, but it just felt like it was slightly off in tone. It looked
Well,
a
no, it
little
was
digitized.
mainly her, and the only time that it was a smaller 11 was when she looked in a mirror and looked at her
flash, yeah.
reflections.
There was a bunch of scenes that that it would go back and forth where especially when she was talking to, I mean, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the full Stranger Things,
Yeah.
when she was talking to because I don't remember his name, when she was talking
Sure.
to one,
Yeah.
One.
there was
That's his name.
times that it would go back and forth where it would go from the young one to the older one to full size, and every time it did that, I would be like, it doesn't match perfectly to just feel like it's going back and forth. It was something that was a little bit
this-
off.
This past season was so good.
But
I actually want to go back and
absolutely,
watch
I
it.
didn't care. And
Wanna
that's
go back and
for
watch
sure. That's a good idea, especially because we got Fucking what? 3.5 hours of content coming? 4 hours of content?
Yeah, in a couple of in like 3 weeks.
2 hours? Is the season the last episode?
One of the episodes was
1
2.5 hours.
Episode 8 is 1:45, and episode 9 is 2:30, like 2.5 hours.
Jesus Christ, that's 4.25 hours of content.
Yeah.
That's
They're
great.
forcing us to binge it. They're not even giving us the option anymore.
Right.
They're like,
That's
you
so good.
will watch this one episode. And
But they drop it all at once, so
I
I'm game
do
for it.
appreciate that. I don't know that I will be able to watch one episode in one sitting.
I will.
I will attempt to.
Don't fall
I
asleep.
did a great.
Rest.
I did a great job with
It's
this.
not
past
me
season.
falling asleep, you know.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem.
That's on
make sure I
wifey
start
to
this shit at like
rewatch.
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
2 in the afternoon. Make sure she's wide awake.
And it doesn't it drop the same day as Thor,
Ooh,
Oh
does it?
yeah.
or is it the
does.
day after Thor? Because Thor, no, well, it's gonna be the day after
Wanna
because
say it's
I
the
got
same.
tickets for the
'Cause
opening
Thor was
day.
a Thursday?
It's a
You got
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, I got Thursday tickets.
You guys always. Did you get Thursday tickets too? Everyone gets the day
I
before.
haven't.
I get
haven't
opening
gotten
day,
anything.
no tickets
and they
yet.
get
Yeah,
special
me neither.
Oh, yeah,
special
you shopping
previews
tomorrow.
a week before.
Yeah, I'm shopping. I'm copping my tickets tomorrow. But yes, I'm aiming for Thursday. I always aim for Thursday.
Yeah,
8
I
a.m.
got,
showing.
like,
Bring some breakfast
I got
sandwich with them.
a pregnant wife, so it was easy for me to get the Thursday 4 o'clock show because even though it was mostly sold out, I'm
Yeah.
sitting at the last seat at the end of
She
the
gotta be-
aisle
she'd be
because she's
peeing
gonna be
like a
going peeing like a
motherfucker,
motherfucker.
yup.
So it was easy to get a good row, but like a terrible seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you're not sitting in the front looking up.
Yeah,
like a
facts.
motherfucker.
Episode 8 and 9 are dropping July 1st.
Oh,
And Thor was not July.
Thor
It was-
is
no,
at the
Thor's
end
not
of
until
July.
July 7th.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it the
it's
7th?
It's the first
I
one.
thought it
7th
was
and
for some
8th, yeah.
for some reason. I thought it was
7th is
close to the end.
Thursday, 8th is Friday.
Yo, and why you keep hating on the one time that I got to see a movie earlier? In the day?
I felt like every.
He gets so he brings it up every time. He gets so angry at the fact that I saw
in the morning.
that I saw a movie one time. I had a day off. I had a day off on this, and he's just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like I didn't even wake up.
He's walking in that bitch with a Denny's Grand Slam, ready to watch that
I
motherfucking
didn't
movie.
even wake up until an hour ago, and you already saw this movie. It's like, yeah, motherfucker.
It's stuck in my head, bro. Like it imprinted on me.
Even
The
on
fact
my-
that he
even-
saw that movie
It may not look it, but even on my day off, I'm up at 5, 6 in the morning to go work out and go on with the rest of my fucking day. So yeah, I watch a movie at fucking 10 o'clock for sure.
I think it
For
was
sure.
it was that movie and then the combo of like you watching fucking Mando episodes at like 7 in the morning. when
Yeah,
you got
'cause I
up.
usually
It was
watch 'em on the elliptical.
Mad early. Like I can't be any
That's-
other crew.
that gets me through a cardio.
Any other crew, I buy a ticket to a movie on opening night, like the Friday it drops, and I'm that dude. But these motherfuckers got special previews like 3 days before and 7 a.m. showings the day of, bro. It's fucking insane. There's
gets
no,
so
there's no
angry
winning.
at it.
There's no winning.
True.
He's just like, yo,
Yeah,
how
watch your fucking movie a month early. Enjoy it, you fucking cocksucker. Walk's going to right when we leave here. He's going to a special preview at
Thor.
Yeah, yep,
Love and Thunder.
yep.
Oh man,
Ant-Man.
If anything, Quantumania. It's not even filmed
Tickets
yet.
already.
It's not even filmed yet. Walk has the early copy.
4:50 a.m. He'll be there.
He's at the Blade showing.
Yeah, I'm at the Blade showing tomorrow night.
You wild, son. You wild.
Oh man, let the show pop off, man. If we actually get through HOLLYWOO and become a staple in Hollywood talk, then maybe we can get some shit like that.
We never get through Hollywood.
But we don't. We barely get to HOLLYWOO to get through HOLLYWOO. And now I'm just hating. I'm a hater. That's fine. All right. Well, speaking of releases, though, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is actually releasing on Disney Plus June 22nd. So we're getting that pretty soon.
Very soon.
is that the 45-day rule? Isn't
Yeah.
that's
That's
part?
gotta
I
be.
love that
That's
so
very-
much,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
That's
next
so
Wednesday.
quick. Yeah.
I want to rewatch.
Oh,
that.
nice.
Bro,
Rewatch
I can't
that
wait
so
to
bad.
rewatch that.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that.
Word.
I only saw it once. You
I
guys
watched
all
that
saw it
actually
once?
12 a.m. on a Thursday.
I know. I remember you were telling me. I don't know if I'm gonna
No,
make it.
I had a client. He had an extra ticket. He was like, "Hey
Nice.
man, you want to go watch Thor, this movie with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. What time?"
Doctor Strange?
He's like, "What time?" 12 a.m. I was like, "Bro, I'm old, man."
Midnight show.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if I'll be
tough. I
awake.
haven't
I haven't been to a midnight
rough.
showing
Yeah.
in a minute. Yeah,
it was
bro.
years, bro. It was a struggle to stay up to watch it. Once I got there, I was fine, but it was a struggle to stay up.
Yeah,
I definitely
no,
would
that's
have fell
rough.
asleep in the
I will
movie.
be falling asleep.
Yeah.
I would be falling asleep. I forgot what movie I went to see where I was. Like I was just legit fighting it the entire fucking time, and it was a movie. I think, matter of fact, The Matrix. We
yeah.
saw it.
We
and-
saw The
and
Matrix.
When
You were
we all
falling
saw
asleep?
bro, I was falling asleep. I was struggling to just keep my eyes
I'm
open
pretty
and
sure
just
I
watch this next
missed
scene.
a couple scenes or so.
And it wasn't because
I
I
was
didn't
high as
enjoy
fuck,
it, but
though.
I was just falling. That's just me, bro.
We saw that shit at like 1 o'clock.
I
I was
was
falling
fucking
asleep.
fat ass L before that.
I think I was on a visit back. I watched Last Jedi with you and Eddie, and I passed out. The
Oh
whole
yeah,
movie.
yeah. No, but you're a different case. He watched The Last Jedi with me, fell asleep 5 minutes in, woke up 10 minutes before it ended. Literally slept through the entire movie.
Yeah.
I already had watched it though. I was just
Yeah,
watching
he
it with
had.
y'all,
It
though.
was his second watching, but
Jeez, but give it
and
like
he was just
15
sitting there, just
at
like,
least. My God.
Nah, bro. I remember waking up at the.
Didn't even wait to the end of the scroll. That shit was still on the scroll.
Yeah.
You're like,
I remember
He was
waking up
out.
at the Yoda scene when it was the Force Ghost talking to Luke, and I was just like, "Oh shit!" I
was
slept
it.
through this whole damn movie. What the fuck?
oh man, that was that was rough. A couple quick announcements here. I know we've heard a lot of, well, not necessarily that we heard a lot of it, but I Am Groot. We know it's a series that is coming out on Disney Plus. We didn't really know what to expect from it,
right.
but apparently it's just a bunch of shorts. It's a bunch of original shorts with little Groot, in there and mixed in,
cool.
and that is actually set to premiere on August 10th.
I'll fuck with that.
On Disney Plus. So yeah, with little shorts,
Like the
yeah,
Toy
that'd
Story
be cool.
shorts.
Why not?
Yeah, like things like that.
Yeah.
Like
the
Disney Plus
kids?
does a lot of little shorts.
Yeah.
Disney Plus does a lot of kids shorts. So,
yeah.
So that's cool. Now knowing that because I was wondering,
Yeah.
the fuck are they gonna do with
How are they going
Groot?
to tie this into the MCU?
And it's like baby
Right.
Groot, right? Or not baby,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
like kid
and it's
Groot.
baby
It's tiny,
Yeah.
tiny Groot.
Yeah, not actually Groot, but the second Groot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's technically Groot's son.
I feel like he retains the same memories. I thought I read. I don't know.
Something like that.
Possibly, but it's still not the original.
Right,
one.
I mean,
like
yeah,
he
it's-
died
yeah.
that in the
It's
first
not
movie.
our-
Guardians, right?
Yeah,
Original, yeah.
It's not our Groot.
yeah.
But
He
it's
was
still
a-
voiced by Vin Diesel, which is weird, right? So, like, is it the same Groot?
Yeah.
Debatable.
I mean-
Anyway, we don't want to go down this rabbit hole. Come on.
So a while back, a long time ago, we were talking about Tron 3 on because
we?
it was Tron 2 Legacy, right?
We talked about Tron 3?
Well,
Long
not the
time
fact.
ago, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Episode
we've been doing this
119,
for
I'm sure
more
we've
than
covered it.
Johnny's first episode is when we talked about Tron
we've been
3.
doing this for
Yeah.
2 years. So yes,
Word.
at some point we
I'm
talked
sure we
about
did.
Somebody probably
the
said
fact
the
that they were
words
throwing
Tron.
around the idea for Tron
Okay,
3.
I kind of remember that.
Well,
Not
either way, doesn't matter because it
It's
was
happening?
it was shelved.
Oh,
Yep.
great.
Yep. So it was
Good.
shelved due to Marvel and Star Wars focus. So we're not
fair.
getting a Tron 3
That's fair.
anytime soon. Second one, I didn't mind so much.
It
So
wasn't.
it
that's
was
the
all right.
Tron
It was all right,
Legacy,
but it
right?
wasn't needed. It wasn't needed. Yeah.
That was all the
Tron 2
CGI.
Legacy.
Jeff
Way
Bridges
more
there.
excited
Making,
Yeah.
for the soundtrack than I was for the actual movie.
That's fair.
It was a movie that it was better than what we assumed, but it definitely could have never released and we'd all be happy about it. So whatever. The third one, I don't think
I'm good.
too many people
I'm
were
good with the shelf.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
However, though, just me being born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, I am excited about this next one, Duke Nukem. There's a Duke Nukem movie coming out,
Duke Nukem?
and
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely in the works, and they've hired the Cobra Kai creators to write it.
Who would make a good Duke Nukem?
Oh, that's John Cena.
I was just gonna say John Cena,
John Cena
you
would make a good Duke
motherfucking
Nukem.
I don't even know
cocksucker.
who Duke Nukem is.
Huh?
Sorry, I don't even know who Duke Nukem is.
It was a first person shooter back in the day.
Old
So the
school
only-
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, so the only
Yeah.
real concept is like the concept art, like the
I
cover
thought that
art,
was
which was
Geico.
that. All the same shit, just muscle bound, fucking. But the good things about the fun parts about Duke Nukem, it was a shooter, a first person shooter, very early on, and he would do random shit like you can. Back in these early days, like you can go to like a toilet and flush it, and he'll make funny ass sounds like, "Oh yeah." You know, like shit, dumb shit like that. So that's what made it fun.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, can
I
see
mean,
him
any
doing that.
jacked dude, like really, I'm just thinking of dudes that are
Yeah,
jacked,
yeah.
really, because Duke Nukem was pretty beefy and diesel.
The reason why I think John Cena would be a good
anybody-
fit.
But John Cena could do it.
The comedic timing probably with John Cena.
sure.
That is
For sure.
why. That is why I think.
And he just really
because
has
of those
the
little
look, too,
nuances,
like that military,
Haircut,
Yeah.
or a no name, like just somebody that we don't know who they cast.
That could always
It's
be anyone.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's either John Cena or somebody who we're not expecting. Like it has to be one of those.
but the biggest reason why I think John Cena is not only does he fit the look, but yeah, there were little things in there that look like little jokes that made it a fun experience, like kind of funny.
That's the main
and
one
I
I
think
remember.
the movie
That you could go
the
to
movie would have to be that.
toilet and shit. That's the
Yeah.
one that was the one like, you'll watch me. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Toilet.
And he'll have like dumbass sayings, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to remember some of the shit that he would say.
He's the one
Early
No, he was
precursor to Deadpool.
he was like one of the early. I kind of vaguely remember that he was one of the ones. He's like, I'm here to chew ass, or what is it? Kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble. gum.
Some shit like that.
That was
yeah.
that was a Duke Nukem
shit
line?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I could see John Cena doing that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I think John Cena would encompass that the comedy aspect of it. And he has that look of just like a jacked dude.
What about the dude who
Pretty much
plays
he looks like Schwarzenegger in Commando.
the dude who plays Reacher?
That's what you say.
Yeah,
so when he
but-
was pissing, he would say, much better.
Yeah, shit like that.
But he also said,
And-
bitchin'. That was a big one.
Bitchin', yeah.
He said, damn a lot. It was just
yeah,
very
so the
different.
kids, we were like, oh yeah. We were
Ooh,
like,
he said,
I love
eat
this
shit and die. That's pretty
Oh
big.
shit. Yeah.
As he's shooting people, as you're shooting people, eat shit and die.
I'm going in. I remember that one too.
Going in.
Yeah, that was his porn rendition.
Nice.
No, and you would go into like a strip club, I think, and you'll see like
When the fuck
random
did this
girls,
shit
like,
come out?
Random boobies out.
1996, Duke Nukem 3D.
Ooh.
There
Nice.
Damn, I should have been on to that. Damn.
I don't know
So
why you
anyway, no, I to go back to your question, the only thing about that dude, he's not too bad of a dude. He's not too bad of a
Reacher. He's just a little dry. He doesn't have
Yeah,
he doesn't have the comedy chops
he doesn't have a lot of
of John
charisma to
Cena.
him.
No, he. Although I don't know. I mean,
I
Reacher
enjoyed
was-
Reacher, but I've
was
seen him in
very- I
other
feel like
things, and I
Reacher
feel like
was
he's not-
You watched him in a CW show. That doesn't count, right?
Doesn't matter. I mean, if he
I
shines,
mean, it does. That
if he
doesn't.
could
that doesn't
shine in a
count.
fucking CW
does.
show.
Was he shining in the CW show?
No, that's my point.
I mean, who shines in a? Give me somebody that shines in a CW show.
He didn't really actually shine in
Nobody.
that show we watched in Reacher.
What? I thought he was a great Reacher. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought he was really good.
He was a great Reacher.
He was
thought he was good too,
he was
bro.
pretty decent in that role. He was
mean,
good in that
what-
role.
He
Are
wanted
you
Tom
saying he
Cruise.
could
seen-
be Duke Nukem?
That's
I was
what he's
thinking, I
saying.
said he might be able to be Duke
I could
Nukem.
see that.
He doesn't have the.
I could see
he doesn't
that.
have he needs the comedy chops of John Cena, but like look wise, like aside from like if he could get some good one-liners in there,
I
'cause,
guess-
I mean he's not fucking Robin
He's
Williams,
very
bro. Like he
stiff.
says stupid bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
I guess I don't see him in a starring role in the movie.
I think
That dude.
John Cena's just cheesy.
If it was a
him a
Duke
break.
Nukem series, maybe I'd be like, all right, yeah,
Serious.
like
Oh, you think he's
he
a
seems
TV
like a-
guy? He's not a movie
he's
guy.
a TV guy.
he's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
TV
yeah.
I feel you.
But to give him the starring role in a movie,
I feel
Give
you.
a dude a break, son. Let him give
just
him
saying.
a chance. Shit.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't.
It's tough to
he
carry,
wouldn't be great.
but-
I'm not a believer in it. That's all.
give him a shot. Either he kills it or he fucks off.
Hey,
one or the other. Like, this is your shot, buddy.
Talk to the producers.
I'll give him a call.
You know what? I would say
get him on the show.
In a weird way, he's like at the Taron Egerton level. But Taron Egerton has carried movies. Not necessarily successfully, but he has done it as a leading man.
And the first Kingsman was pretty successful. I feel like.
And you know what?
That's it. I think that's probably his box office wise, at least.
Yeah.
No.
But I think
his
he
best
had
movie. His best movies was Sing.
I didn't even know he was in that.
He's the gorilla.
I didn't think I realized that either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second
That's
Sing
that's his
reference.
best movie. Easily.
Wait a minute.
Anyway,
that's an American accent, isn't it? I can't remember.
No, he had an English
No,
accent.
he had an
accent?
English
Okay.
accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice try, Johnny.
Yeah. I thought.
But then he sung that's why I thought it was pretty funny on the casting, because he sung that that song by Rocket Man, what's his name?
Elton John.
Elton John. He sung that song by Elton John in Sing, and then got cast as Elton John in the movie afterward.
I did not know. I did not make that connection at all.
Yeah. So I think that's what got him the role. Anywho, guys, do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation?
So stellar. I can't stress the stellarness of this conversation.
Well, on that note,
Stellar Artois.
remember, guys, if you enjoyed listening to this episode and you've made it this far, that means you are a very, very big fan, and we appreciate and love you. So thank you so much.
We do love
for
you.
doing
Love you
so.
guys too.
And
Danny loves you too.
Yeah, he makes it this far.
I do.
Make a left.
Also,
Make
Just
a
left
left
up here.
I fucking hate y'all. Also, guys, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show. Have your friends and family do the same if you feel that they would enjoy this content as much as you do. Please give us that review because it helps us a lot. Give us that 5-star rating. Also on YouTube, if you watch us on YouTube, hit that like button. Have your people subscribe to the show, and if you haven't subscribed, tisk, subscribe now while you are at it. And if you really want to rep the pod and you love us that much,
Sensitive merch.
go to
Sensitive merch,
insensitivemerch.com. Cop some gear. Stay drippy with Drippy, which we need to update some of that stuff a little bit because I feel like we're lacking because we haven't dropped anything in a couple of weeks. So
Danny's gonna draw us as
he's not drawing anything.
homeless men.
I'm gonna draw.
We're gonna
no
be homeless
hobo.
men. It's gonna be it's
no
gonna be the
hobo.
no hobo T-shirt.
And I got the pool one coming.
We're gonna be vagabonds.
Yeah.
And the poo joints dropping. Shit.
He didn't draw it here, so I'll believe it when I see it. So guys,
We're gonna have a Danny Nandez
course.
exclusive collection for IC.
remember, we're taking this to court when he doesn't deliver. If he doesn't deliver.
Arbitration.
Judge Judy, fool. We're going to Judge Judy.
that challenge. All right.
Yes, it is.
Arbitration.
No, but guys, thank you so much for making it this far. We love you. Peace.
Sensitive Culture, the musical. Right. It's coming up soon.
Sensitive Culture, the music.
We should have a musical episode.
It's Sensitive Culture, the musical. But Dave's got to do the on time.
I can't even. I got phlegm in my throat.
You guys are all the worst.